Yar.
Yar.
Yar, is it time for a recap? Perhaps.
It could be.
Nor it be, methinks.
Then I will launch right into it. Because last time we were immediately come upon, well, you're not really going to see who you want to see because we're going to have to test you even further. The test behind the test. And so we had to face 3 grueling trials of sabotage, rigor work, gambling, which again, cheating abound always. And then, honestly, the easiest test of all, fighting a very large arena fighter that Gabby knows very well, practically trounced. And with all 3 of those passed, it was an inspection, but our Ardens was deemed fit and passed. And with that, our crew, with lighter hearts, decided to, well, celebrate a little bit and take some time to take a look around Port Peril for reals. However, we ended up at the Besmaran Temple, which held the colossal remains of what is rumored to be one of the first renditions of the ships Besmara sailed upon, a prototype, so to speak. We all gathered here through some other means, and, well, Artemis had some sort of divine inspiration, perhaps, through some aid from Grask, and began writing, well, what kind of song? Sonata, poem? Not sure what it could be, but we were left off in this kind of contemplation, if I recall.
Yes, I believe
All
so.
right.
Thinking back on the test themselves,
Oh.
I honestly believe that had we failed every test, we would still have been allowed access. It was more of a ritual humiliation ceremony than it was actual a trial, I think.
You guys were good sports. All right, get in there, champ.
Yeah, slap on the bum.
Actually,
Bring the loot.
the tests are very real, as you can find out by just talking to people around Port Peril. And you certainly can fail them. However, failing them, it's one thing that seems to always be sure is that people who did badly but succeeded anyway are left far poorer than they used to be. Success can also be amounted to by, giving up other things in life, such as wealth, ships, years of service, that sort of thing. So, failing can be expensive in various ways. Still, you're here. It's been it's afternoon, it's 4-ish. Tonight you're going to go to Fort Hassett to meet your sovereign, the Hurricane King. But until then, the time's yours to do with as you please. You've sort of all gathered here at the big ship, spent time in various states of revelry, and around you, the ports, the metropolises, life begins to move towards the nightlife. Daytime merchants are sort of stopping, evening time merchants are starting, and people begin to wonder what's for dinner. Still, you got some hours to spend as you please.
Oh, we're gonna have a grand feast on the ship. Group gets to purchase all the spices he needs.
A fancy feast.
Ooh.
Well,
Actually,
there's a little time left before dinner. As already hinted at in our group chat, Praxis would like to find out where that dealer lives who helped Zadok cheat.
The mantis
asking
comes.
around.
Right. You'd probably want to do that back, like back in the part of town where that actually happened, since this part is it's a bit of a distance away. Just get my town overview notes here. I can give you the right name of the place. That we should, of course, all be familiar with. Crescent Harbor, yes. That is the area where your ship is docked. Where really all the pirate ships are docked. The Merchant's Marina is the second largest port area up here. And that's where merchant ships go. To, generally unarmed and such. To pay for escorts, which is what mostly what the Hurricane King's fleet nowadays is spends their time doing, is merchant escorts to guide them through the hazardous waters and keep any attempt at piracy at bay. For a handsome fee.
Like some sort of mercenary work. Well,
Yeah, up here is a castle. Not even close to rivaling Fort Hazard, though once built by someone who wanted to try to rival that grand fortress. It is called Latchman's Folly. Latchman being the person who built it, and nowadays it's run by a merchant consortium called the Viridian Cartel.
okay. Viridian Cartel.
Yeah.
Okay. Are they local or are they like the Aspis Consortium?
Not local. They are originated in Katapash, but this is their current headquarters. They move and wheel and deal. Basically, they are some of the only ones, merchants, who can safely move goods from the colonies and north to Chiliax and Taldor. And that's what they make a lot of their money on.
Right.
Beyond that, lots of illegal trades of various kinds. And sort of Aspis Consortium style expedition into the continent to uncover artifacts and whatnot.
Fine, it is Katapesh. It's kind of what they do.
But you wish to return to Crescent Harbor.
Yeah. Once inspiration has run its course, a lot of stuff is written down, and a final wistful look at the first draft, and then we'll head back.
Okay, could you point out the lighthouse, the one that you need to guide through all the shallow reefs? Is that this island over here?
Yeah. This is Fort Hazard, and this is supposed to be the lighthouse, I think.
Okay, so it's part of Fort Hazard. Okay.
It's one of the towers, yes.
Gotcha.
Shining out across the bay. Well, out here is, what's it called? Like, the Bay of Perils or something like that.
Bay of Perils?
Which is,
All right.
I think so.
Okay.
It is something like that. The bad, hazardous, scary bay.
Scary bay.
Bad Bay.
Bad bay. Evil twin of Salt Bay.
Interesting.
Known as such for its the incredible dangers that it is to sail through it. to get to Port Peril. No, Jeopardy Bay. Yes,
Jeopardy Bay.
Jeopardy Bay. Of course, Port Peril is the best harbor in all the Shackles, but also it's quite dangerous to get to it.
So if you were wanting to roll up on Port Peril, yeah, you would need to infiltrate and hold that castle first. Have the tower.
It certainly has never worked, and as far as Artemis knows, being a local, right? Fort Hazard has never been captured. It has never changed hands through an assault. It's never happened. When it has attempted, it has miserably failed. Like not even close to being a real threat to it.
So that's why they need Harrigan.
You just can't really get enough people onto that island under the oversight of cannons to do much to the defenders. Beyond that, it has plenty of stores, and it's even rumored that it has a secret access to fresh water, meaning that they could technically stay in there forever.
I have to have a well or something underneath there.
Gonna say, any self-respecting castle does, like at least one, and then like a
You're
range.
just not gonna get them. You'd need an actual armada with several galleon-sized ships, of long-range, powerful cannons, mortars, and whatnot to level the cliffs and shatter the walls with quite heavy barrages. But that, you'd then have destroyed a castle that you would have a very difficult time rebuilding out here.
And also the amount of things like hardware you would need to pull together is prohibitive.
Oh yeah,
Like you would need
You'd need like an empire or something to pay for something like that.
Yeah, an empire.
Or if get some dragons together, maybe could do it, and convince like a tyranny of dragons to see to it.
Dragons don't like cannonballs either, but
they don't.
I was gonna say.
Not big fans of big ranged artillery pieces.
It's the empire approach. It's like gunpowder will solve this problem.
Though, as far as you know, the big dragon in the Shackles is not currently on the list of tributaries to the Hurricane King.
Yeah.
Not officially a captain nor a pirate, and so doesn't pay anything.
Oh, if he was a captain.
The Hack, the name of him, the Hack, is he's a tyrant and a monster, but does not really deal with the pirates much. He has his own sort of cult and minions and
a little pirate hat on the dragon.
Oh, I mean,
pretty good.
Declare him Hurricane King.
Yeah, maybe we can convert him to Basmara. The Hawk is all well.
Dragon.
Yeah, but
I was gonna say
the Hawk is all well and
Dragon
good.
He is the Hawk. That's
Oh.
his name.
Oh, he has named himself the Hawk.
Yeah, I mean, to his followers, he is the actual guy. So.
Oh. Well, okay.
So
Ambitious.
converting to a different religion might be
tricky. Sure. If you've sold that, to your followers.
Does put you in a bit of a bind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Returning. It is becoming later in the day, and then you get back to the busy port. It's always busy here, always something to do. People moving everywhere around. Do you take the most like, are you in a hurry to get back basically, or are you taking the scenic route or the shortest route or the safest, most common way?
We're in a bit of a sightseeing mood, aren't we?
Yeah.
I'm in no particular hurry.
certainly am.
Yeah, I agree.
All right, take your slanderous.
Yeah, sweet time
Steps.
meandering.
We take that little tour boat. You can see all around Crescent Isle.
There's someone on a loudspeaker or like a loud voice spell, like, and to the left you can see.
Yeah, exactly. You already killed a guy in that corner once.
Ah, she was a fine lassie. Bit of a strumpet.
Over there, where the barn used to be. The barn, what? That means nothing.
Yes.
Kill
You
the
of
guy
course
there.
pass then
here.
this bridge here.
Here.
Going from the south, seeing the harbor horn here, where the majority of the dwarven mages that take up the role as harbor masters sort of stick around with the weird wizardry that they do.
Hmm.
They seem to be a mean bunch. Unsurprisingly, I mean, again, this is nothing new to Artemis. Being from Port Peril, you've certainly known that they are just generally reviled.
Yeah.
As a guild and a faction.
Yeah.
Came here a long time ago. Apparently, have sort of made a bit of a foreign legion, if you will, of these dwarven arcanists. And mostly they threaten to burn people's boats for the most part. That's just what they do. But they also have the job in the city to hunt down mutineers. People who have committed mutiny is one of the crimes that the city takes very seriously.
Of course.
Or who are currently attempting mutiny. So many captains whose crews don't like them can safely lay berth in Port Peril, because even though they're technically sort of, by Besmar allowed to declare a new captain while in port, in this one it's not really allowed. So
I see.
mostly they beat people with long staves that have been lit on fire, and then they sort of scorch them and mark them with burn marks.
Sensing a
And
theme.
then they put them in the locker down here, all the way down, close to where you were, really, on the island here. A cliffy island that the locker has a... well, it used to be an Epidaran prison. Now it is a ramshackle, half-ruined sort of tower and defensive keep, where they practice lowering people into water with sharks and letting the sharks have a go. Generally, while people gamble about how long it's going to take, how many dips they need, or which body part is lost first.
Is this open for spectating?
Oh yeah, no, it is actively spectated. And again, those are the people who bet about it. Yeah, it's a wonderful time. Also run by the harbor masters, of course.
So they're not all bad guys.
No, they just really don't like mutineers. Though
But they
Artemis
do like
has certainly
sharks.
heard it said. Certainly heard it said that
Captain's Union Town.
that the mutineering stuff is more like an opportunistic thing. They can pick on mutineers because nobody likes mutineers.
Mm.
They probably do it to anyone just for kicks.
Probably do it to babies if they could.
Yeah.
Though I guess there's less time to bid then. So.
Yeah. Beyond that, many seafaring folk are a bit superstitious and don't like the idea of tangling with creepy cursed mages. It's not really what they like.
Do they have a headquarters, these harbor masters? Where they hang out?
Over here, this place.
The tower.
That's there. That and the prison down
The
there.
prison tower?
This tower.
Oh, yeah.
It's not a prison tower. That's the arcane tower.
How does one become a harbor master? Is there like can you sign up, or are you like, are you headhunted to become a harbor
You're gonna
master?
be dwarf.
I mean,
They are all dwarves, yes. How that?
It's a family business.
Apparently, they also at least the Harbor Masters Guild. They also work with a lot of local talent, which is just like thugs and pirates and half orc, like gladiators and whatnot. Whoever they sort of pay to do their dirty work.
makes sense.
But the actual guild doesn't really have a recruitment method. Presumably, they probably get apprentices and whatnot, and sort of train them up, since they all have to be able to do magic. Fireball is not that low level of a spell, right? Like a third. So they need to be able to do something to blow stuff up.
Well, fair enough.
Should be scary to captains with ships. You make it back, and I think we can safely say that if Kruppus spent some money to do a feast. So what exactly? What's Artemis looking for? Is he looking for whatever Krupp fancies, or is he looking for sort of just a barbecue? Is it local food he's into trying? What's the?
Oh, we should go for something that smells really good over a large distance.
We have like little fans. It's like when we were on holiday as kids and we were like making waffles in the boat. Just everyone, all boats around you could just smell the waffles.
Yes.
Yeah. Just like you go on the bridge and you're like, oh, who's making waffles? I mean, yeah. What food? I would just let Krupp, but I don't think Krupp is particularly focused on the smells of the food.
Well, actually, Port Peril is renowned for its unusually good access to a lot of interesting exotic spices and fruits and such in various kinds. He'd probably make something that like if up to him, he'd make something Wuthgren. So basically like Indian curries and whatnot, because he never gets to, and this is the place where you can get that stuff at a reasonable price. Beyond that, probably a bunch of roasted, like peacocks or something.
Yes.
And large amounts
That's a
of
big
various
chicken.
jungle fruits. Naturally paired with some alcohol. Though as he'll tell anyone, while in Port Peril, you don't drink your own stuff. They come after you if you do. You have to always purchase it from the same place. Nods wisely.
What?
Aye, the Mermaid's Bucket. Owner there's got a monopoly on alcohol.
No.
Oh, he nods. Aye. War Master Gabby, you do not want to tempt those forces.
Is that true?
Oh, you do remember last time you were here, you did hear that that anyone making alcohol owes Nefty a cut.
Well, but then shouldn't you be able to drink other people's alcohol as long as it's not, like, presumably they've already paid them?
You'd hope so.
Oh. Wait, do they... Are you taken by the harbor masters if you drink somewhere else?
No, not the harbor masters. No, she's connected to lots of folk. You see.
Okay. All of Port Peril?
No, he
Monopoly?
nods. He nods. Yes. I wouldn't be much of a monopoly if it wasn't, would it?
It just seems like presumably there would be a lot of people here who use alcohol for things.
He nods. You should be very rich, I think.
Must be. Do they do, I guess, variety? Gabby is trying to understand a world where...
He supplies mostly rum, but takes a cut for most else. The mermaid's pucker would be only 10 strides from here, sort of points down.
Gabby is just
I
completely
believe
stunned.
we've all been there. He says, you know.
Gabby is just completely stunned. The idea that someone could monopolize the alcohol, something that anyone should and could make.
Everyone should.
How else are you gonna get it?
I believe y'all were taken from there that fateful night.
Yeah. Well, I was taken from a valley close by, but I suppose.
It'd be a place of ill repute.
But you have to go there to get drink?
I didn't get drinks anywhere. Just know that it was likely supplied by Nefty.
All right.
You know,
Kevy's frowning. Just spend some time thinking about this. This is very strange. Truly.
and love ideas.
Yeah, it's like saying you own art. It's like, what?
Yeah.
Like the ability to make art. Now you have to, you drew something? Well, give me money. Like, what?
Yeah.
I made it. Why do I have to give you anything? Like, she is just completely stun-locked.
Yeah. Well, you could not do it and then see what happens. But
I mean, look, I'll have lots of time to brew. She's, yeah. Huh. She's dumbfounded. Unless looking up, Gabby will spend until we go in the stun condition. Just trying to understand.
well, I think stun goes away as soon as you take an action. But,
Okay. Well,
Yeah. Anyway, big feast will be made. Of course, you all are going to go meet the captain or the Hurricane King. So but you can probably have some food if you eat a little early before having to go. You don't have an exact time, but it seems like a bad idea to keep the Hurricane King waiting on you. Yeah. Still, the boat that is here will take you to the Isle of Fort Hassard, where not a lot of ships really go, since no one really has much reason to. The fort has a single dock, and usually docked there is a couple of the king's own fleet, bringing his own crews in to feast and drink in the various houses and brothels on the shore. Tonight, though, you're visiting him.
Is this where his flagship is?
You don't see the mighty galleon that you've heard rumored
Really?
is there. And Artemis will actually remember that he's never really seen it here.
Oh.
It seems to manifest wherever he desires it.
Oh wow, fancy.
And so you're never really safe as that thing.
Not even really a sailing then.
Your stories, you're in, you're hiding out in some remote like place your ship anchored, and suddenly around the bluff comes this massive ship you would have definitely seen, and just the next thing you know, you're being buried in cannon fire, and then you're sold on the markets in Port Peril as some sort of trinket or mutineer.
Mutineer sold
A very common punishment in this city is enslavement by the Hurricane King's pirates. After which they sell you, and then that's how you repay to society. Your new master will be the person to really benefit from it.
Well,
Same thing happens if you don't repay the moneylenders.
It is interesting though that he can summon his own ship and it is not visible in the city. That's pretty cool. Pretty cool. Oh, yeah, we'll take the boat over, leaving the rest of the crew with the feast. Because we're celebrating a real milestone.
Lots of them probably have been out in Port Peril, spending their loot and bits and whatnot.
Oh,
Though
absolutely.
none have really been sold yet, right? Looking forward to getting that big cut.
Yeah,
You've been
yeah.
waiting for
Nothing of that quite yet.
all the things that they've saved up and all the hard work's going to repay themselves. You know, all the brothels and the parties and the gambling, all the vices of Port Peril. You know,
Oh yeah.
can't have enough of
Good.
it.
We'll be here a couple of days. Don't worry. Unless we need to leave very quickly after tonight. We'll see.
You slap them.
Yeah.
50-50.
First,
I think
First-
leaving would
Ready
be
for
quite
either.
difficult at that point.
second I see him, vicious of death.
Gosh.
And then he somehow crit fails all rolls. Like, oh, well.
Yeah.
I was gonna say that I think I don't like to bet against the team, but I also don't like to lose.
It is always the problem with the risk averse, isn't it? Don't like to lose.
You deny yourselves the highest victory.
What is best in life, Tempest?
Murder. Oh, no.
Big deep breath with eyes closed. Just so tranquil at the thought of murder.
Yeah.
Something,
Oh.
lamentations.
Yes.
Yeah, somehow tsunami starts coming for Port Peril.
Oh, sorry. God, okay, calm down.
You know that thing that happened to Lily White? What if we did it?
Yeah.
It was me. Eyes grow big and dark.
Keep this bone. We can just
They
leave it here.
didn't. They didn't even. They already had the bone on them. Ah, it all makes sense.
Didn't.
That's why Gabby couldn't have it. I see. Yeah. Yeah.
Didn't clock the conspiracy. It made up the conspiracy.
Gasps.
It all adds up.
Well, I guess we
Let's
leave.
go see the Hurricane King.
Let's go
Yeah.
see His Majesty.
How do your characters feel about the Hurricane King? Sort of bored begin to go towards Fort Hazard.
Curious, apprehensive. Yeah, he's a figure of much ill repute and legends, and very impressive. So quite exciting to see him up close, but also respect and some fear for what he can do.
Yeah, I think apprehension is also something that Grass shares in that we certainly had our trials, but this is certainly a figure of power that if they so decided, we wouldn't really have much chance about doing anything. But in there itself is a challenge. So there's a little bit of excitement, a bit of an undercurrent there in Grassmood. But he's more worried about everyone else. He's fine about himself, of course, always. But, it's really the captain's challenge here. So be keeping an eye on Artemis, at least mostly.
Tempest is in two minds about the Hurricane King. Obviously has gotten to where he is for a reason. There is, no denying that. But it also seems like everywhere we look, things have kind of fallen apart and dilapidated lately. And, it seems like that kind of thing probably stems from the top. So he's very curious to see how much of his sort of raw, charisma, power, strength, and intellect, like how much of it's still there. Like, are we going to see someone worth the grandeur of the myth around them, or like a fat slob on a chair? I don't know. Very, very exciting. Been kind of restless a little bit the last few days. And this feels
Right.
nerve wracking and exciting in a way that's
Sorry, are we gonna
been like that for a while.
are we gonna see King Theo then, or are we gonna see Thanos? We're not sure.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what it is.
Whoa,
But
well,
Tempest thrives
that
when
better
their
be
heartbeat
that
starts
better
to
be
rise.
good for
So
my King Theoden, and not like.
no, like the Theoden when we first meet him.
Yeah, Grima Wormtongue Theo.
Yeah,
Does he have a worm tongue in his ear?
Okay, yeah. I'll put down the weapon. But go on trial. Fucking slander.
No,
Oh,
not the
sorry, that was
proper king of Rohan.
took me right out of it. Like, what the fuck is this in my home? Gabby is sort of, it's a little bit how she felt with Harrigan at first. Obviously, he seems like a fucking piece of shit. Doesn't agree with all this city building, monopolies and stuff. Like, what the fuck? Now the fleet is like, babysitting merchants who are too unskilled to not get pirated. Like, that sucks. But at the same time, it's a little bit of that like primal brain of like, well, all right, for someone to be able to sell this pile of absolute garbage to people, it must be someone who is incredibly strong, right? Not charismatic, all that, soft power, whatever. Like, she is interested to see like how fucking just gruesome is this person to be able to keep a hold on all this, because surely they must be. That's the only explanation for this kind of situation. So, she expects someone like demonic, horrifying, some sort of, abomination. Like the Bone Hand is a great start, right? Yeah, okay, yeah, that's a good story. I mean, that seems like it could be horrifying, but after seeing all this and hearing, that people maybe don't think so much about the Bismarck ways and such here anymore, like it's, But at the same time, I mean, he is the Pirate King, so God, there must be something there, right? Right? That's a little bit it.
As for Praxo, he doesn't really have an opinion about the Hurricane King quite yet, and that's mostly an intentional decision on his part. He has rumors, he has heard stories about him, he has certainly heard, about the effects of his actions in the past, perhaps. But he wants to make his own image, which means going into this meeting without, like, preconceived notions. Seeing what he sees and then forming an opinion based on that. Rather than assuming something, then misleading himself, which would be terrible. Previously, the Hurricane King wasn't really in his focus at all, because he never probably expected for him to be super relevant to his immediate plans, but plans changed, much to, Praxi doesn't like things changing. But overall, he's going to this meeting excited, probably laser focused, a stark contrast to his wipeout a bit earlier. Because this is important. This might be a puzzle piece that his current image of what the heck is going on in the Shackles is missing, and might potentially lead to good things in the future. If you're talking, you're muted, Manikai.
Yes. All right. I was talking. I was muted.
All right, I got it.
You look around as you arrive here with the boats drawing up onto the shore. See quite a few pirates, probably good, at least more than 100, sort of moving around between the various houses and such. Many of them seems to be barracks or boarding houses, drinking halls, and storage sheds of various kinds for the sort of the personnel that keeps this place. Since there's no real danger of anyone sneaking up on this fort, many of them are spending time outside of it, just as much as inside. Looking at the fort itself, the road up to the actual gates, the gauntlet, as it's called, where they have a sort of a kill zone. Apparently, the wall is thick enough that entering it, you enter a tunnel between two gates, where in the middle of it you can sort of be brutalized in many different ways. Leads up a narrow path cut into the cliff, meaning that you'd have to get up into the fort without going through this only entrance. Would lead you climbing scaling the cliffs first and then the tall walls right after. They seem to be built in such a way as to have no blind spots. And as you move up here, you can certainly see the people looking down at you from atop the walls. Being led up these narrow sort of paths makes it pretty clear why there are cranes and such on the outside of the walls, because carrying up any meaningful amount of supplies here would be absolutely terrible to have to do. Still, you can sort of walk, 2 or 3 people side by side up the path, but certainly no more than that. Think of bringing a battering ram up here would be just give up on the notion to begin with. Once you enter the fort proper, it is a bit of a labyrinth. Many different hallways and sort of kill rooms and whatnot, moving back and forth from place to place, finding that the place is pretty nicely lit. At one point, you pass a room that has a strange alchemical smells from where some alchemists are cooking up the warranted black powder, presumably. Others are storerooms full of well-smelling things, and even some have just seemed to be treasure rooms or trophy rooms with beautiful paintings and figurines and statues sort of on display. You're not really being given any chance to roam, however, as your escort brings you directly into the actual fort and into the Hurricane King's chambers. The guards here seem to be pirates, as much as any pirate you've seen would be. Skilled, capable, certainly also happy to get drunk on the job. Discipline doesn't seem to be what they're taught to do. It's just that they are incredibly skilled buccaneers. And a few other people, of course, but mainly it's yeah. As you near the doors that lead into the actual king's chambers, you can hear the sound of like music, flute playing and such, and merriment coming from within. But as you sort of move up, your guide knocks on the door, the big double doors that lead in here, and the sounds begin to ebb out. Looking around at the various rooms and sort of architectures of the place, it's quite clear that this used to be a Chilaxian or Taldan fort. It's built in very knightly manners, very very thick and sort of big, and a bit overly ostentatious. What they had imagined with the colony that would be placed in the Shackles was probably quite different from what it ended up being. How they lost this fort in the first place, of course, remains a strange mystery, since it seems almost impossible that it was taken directly. I will move you to the map.
All right.
Your guide continues into one of the main rooms and then steps aside, looking to walk over to one of his mates, presumably, lazily standing guard, while the two by the door sort of step back to keep you, from being able to leave at this point. It's quite clear they don't want you roaming around this place.
I love the profile picture of these guys. Look at them. Arr.
Darby.
Ah, sir. All right, Ardos will step forward.
Yeah. Looking, you see a large sort of gathering room, a waiting room, if you will. Then a tall stair going up into what seems to be a throne. The throne is quite clearly a thing that's been added later to the room. It stands out as not really, not of the same make.
Oh, there he is.
Looking at it, you see it's a wooden throne compared to what this picture shows. A teak wood throne covered with gold and amber, made of what seems to be large pieces of driftwood that seems to have sort of almost fit strangely well together, almost as if some divine thing allowed them to warp themselves into a shape that would fit into a throne.
The driftwood throne.
Also, that is a hilariously long stair up to the throne.
Yeah,
I kept
that is-
scrolling, and I was like, "Where the fuck is he?"
Yes. Compare to see him up there.
Yeah.
This painting has foregone the crown of his position, and instead is wearing his captain's hat. A feather slightly larger than that most people would use.
Nice.
He looks down with a slight glare, a tankard held in one hand, with we presume some drink. The other hand is clutching a pistol, and
Oh, well.
and from it comes sort of like a almost like flakes of something deathly.
It's a
dripping from it.
magic pistol.
Well, yes, definitely magical pistol. But beyond that, you see that the hand he's holding it with is completely skeletized, and instead clad in some slightly see-through white material that seems to be continuously flaking and dying.
It's the
The pistol
fist.
itself seems to be drained. Seems to basically be made in such a way to draw into itself the necrotic power that he was legendarily sort of given by Rexmada, the Queen of
That's
Death.
really cool. Gabby looks to her own hand. Can she?
You already have a cool hand.
They're like, oh, could I have the other one, or
On
like,
one
what's
hand,
this
bow in
like?
the other.
Could I have, or just like, maybe I could make a big claw gun.
I mean,
Doesn't really
yeah,
work the same.
like Mega Man, basically, just a big arm cannon.
I don't know who that is.
From
But
behind the Bone Fist, his advisor, Zadok Goldtooth,
Yes, we know
leans
him.
down and whispers something in his ear while looking at the approaching group.
I'm sure it's very meaningful, not just like blah 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 blah. Mystic.
The king's eyes do not change, nor does his look waver at all as he looks down at you. With a scowl, you get the idea that you're not liked.
Yeah. I don't think anyone is liked really by him, so that's fine.
Yes. As the people here grow more quiet, they all have their drinks and such. A couple of them are like smoking and whatnot. So it's clear that they were having a good time, crew and captain.
Yeah,
before
until I showed
before
up.
interrupted by this.
I always keep stepping forward.
Gabby is used to being met with scowls, so this is really not facing her at all.
The banner, flapping somehow in a breeze inside the room as he steps forward. I mean, Tempest
there you
is.
go, I
Yeah,
got you.
thank you.
Hold up.
Yep.
All right, there you go.
his hair, thrown to the side as you see the picture.
Everybody's hair is flapping, and the angle's not even consistent. It's just whatever is best for you. That is where
Exactly.
For
the
your
wind is
hair.
going.
Exactly.
What about Grask?
Yeah.
What's
Grask is too cool for hair.
Oh, okay.
yeah, that's what I said. Like, what wind does she
Grask
get?
my head, no.
You can see the wind bouncing off him.
So Sarah, what do we?
It's just always
the
almost-
armor is so polished, you can see the air currents reflected in
Yeah,
it somehow.
yeah.
Exactly. Almost these little glitters that are just from the.
Yeah.
You can almost hear like ting 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 ting.
The only the second best scowl in the room is Grask. Out scowl Kurt Bonefist.
It's an ancestry feat, what can I say?
Yeah.
I was born this way.
Yeah, the banner streaming from the Gizarm. The red, the profiled red skull with a bandana and a harp. Step forward. Is there an indication that we should stop, or is everyone sort of just looking?
They're looking at you. No one's indicating anything really.
All right. Well then.
Just watching, sort of look. You get that sort of feeling of being appraised.
Sure.
As you're walking forward in the room. Kurdik takes a drink from his presumably rum before handing the tankard to Zadok Goldtooth, who takes it reverently. Before the Bone Fist moves his living hand across his lips to wipe his beard from the amber liquid. You get the feeling that being touched by the dead hand probably isn't.
It's probably bad, yeah. Bad
Isn't
touch.
a pleasant time.
No.
But how unpleasant?
Now, Gabby.
What? Just science is important.
Yeah.
We need answers.
Take my hand. Well, look at this fine
sign,
rogues gallery right here.
Fine. Look at this. Doesn't
well,
look
well.
like it, but any of these people look like they could be the master of the Gale Winds? This is his inner circle.
Artemis will stop here.
You don't believe so. There seems to be this person, for example, standing here with various vials and such. A faint smell of sulfur about them. A clear sign of one of the Alkenstar alchemists that work for the Bonefist, his loyal crewmen, who are masters of fabricating both gunpowder and all sorts of other alchemical things for him.
Very cool.
Explosions galore.
You see, otherwise, just skilled pirates and such, except for this guy. This guy here is sits here with a flute and a little monkey that sort of creeps around.
Creepy monkey creepers.
and looks. You sort of get the idea of a. You know, he probably could. It's what Artemis could have been if he was perhaps not picked up by Harrigan and instead got to stay here, being a city bard and singer, turning strange and cruel with the time and the things he'd had to do to make his life worth living.
Yes, we can't all be as lucky as Artemis, certainly.
You might have heard of him. His name is he's called Sweet Lips.
Sweet Lips. Oh, that makes sense, yeah. The drummer boy of the
Sweet Lips on his flute.
Artemis, stepping forward, will take half step. He's not stepping up on the throne platform. That might be too presumptuous. And then he will make a courteous bow, swinging his Vesmara tricone, to the side in an elegant bow before the Hurricane King. If there's no immediate move from the Hurricane King to speak,
yeah. The king raises a hand, the hand that's now free, and does a look around at his people, who all sort of compose themselves. It's clear as he looks at them that they are scared of him. He may be their captain, but that does not make them safe from his violent personality. You can also see, as you're close, perhaps Praxu, we'll say that Praxu notices this because he's sort of the, he would be analyzing everything, I assume. So Praxu would notice that Kurdik here behind his eyes, there's a bit of a welling up. The man is clearly addled by alcohol, likely has been for a long time tonight. He doesn't seem to be the kind of man who holds back, but he also seems to be very skilled at compensating for it. Probably spends a lot of his time inebriated in various ways. And for the first moment, he stares you all down. Having looked at his people, he sort of looks at you, each of you. You feel the intense glare that he seems to have. He appraises you. He licks his lips for the last bits of rum before he begins to speak in a calm voice. So, this fresh catch of scallywags want to add their fine ships to our brethren of the sea. He begins to wave the pistol towards Artemis. From it comes a sort of dribble of icy smoke.
Yeah.
You wish me to award you a letter of marque and make you captains true. Pistol waves a little bit to make you speak.
Artemis does a quick bow again and says, Dread pirate, Captain Bonefist and Hurricane King, of Port Peril and the Shackles. Yes, indeed. It is therefore we have sought you out. We come before you as buccaneers, scallywags, and gentlemen and gentlewomen of fortune. We have sailed on these fair seas for quite some time. Many adventures, many tales have been told about us. Perhaps some might even have reached so far as your fierce city, and even into your very impressive court, Your Majesty. He nods. We are here indeed to seek a letter of marque. And at this point, he will snap his fingers, and whoever has the portable hole of the bag of holding, open it up, and the plunder will spill out. You know.
Spacious pouch.
He's looking at you. this is clearly not unusual. And you sort of know the etiquette, right? You're supposed to show the plunder one by one and tell the tale of how you came by it.
Okay. We will do that then. Let me see here.
This is gonna take a while.
My loot, please. Ding, ding, ding.
We have like one of those narrative montages. And it's just like Artemis doing like big gestures, and then everybody, us included, they're just slowly like,
Yeah.
oh, it's still going. Okay.
No, we will definitely do some of that. Let's see here what we have. Let's have a
And then we
look.
lean forward.
Well, first of all,
In rapture.
rapture. We have the, I'm just looking at the coral crown with amber gems. Yes, a fantastical piece. Wrested from the icy clutches of a vile fishman, thinking himself a petty tyrant under one of the many isles. It is said it was part of the long-lost civilization of, what were they called again? Like the ones we saved? The fish,
Okay. Or the
fish queen.
Tritons?
Vacanti?
Ephemeros?
Yes, ephemeris.
Ephemeris. Yes. As you can see, the fine handiwork of them skilled craftsmanship, as he will like demonstrate the coral crown with amber gems.
It's Sweetlip's monkey that moves over and picks it up from where you put it. It holds it up and sort of looks at it and shows it off, moving over to Kurdak, and sort of bows down. The monkey sort of grovelingly shows off the thing.
Noticing the mithril chainmail Sweetlips have underneath his clothes.
Yeah.
Yes, I can see that.
Yes. Think of a high-level character, perhaps. But yes, the monkey seems to be the one handling these things.
Of course.
Perhaps to avoid any curses and such lingering things there might be.
Of course.
But yes.
It's Lord Curse Treasure.
It'll take it and look around and sort of show it as you tell the tale, and then after you're done, it'll sort of look to you to see if you really are done. And if you indicate to take something else, it'll move over and like put it to the side. Treasure Monkey is seems to be skilled at this sort of game.
Yes. All right. We have, of course, fine silks wrested from the hulls of one of the. I think it was a Shalaxian trading vessel. Yes. As he will pull out fine silks indeed. I mean, not very exciting, but it is also one that holds particular sentimental value to Artemis and his crew, as this was a part of the absolutely first plunder they took as proper buccaneers of the Fever Sea. And so the sentimental value can really not be overstated. Let me tell you the fantastical duel we had on this very first of our adventures. He will spin the tale out and show the fine bolts of silk. 2 plunders worth, so quite a bit. Piles and piles of silk. Yep, he will hand it to the monkey, I guess.
We'll take it, like unfurl some of it, show it, twist it,
See the luster.
sit around with it, hold it like a dress.
Yes.
You see behind the king, Zadok has like a notepad and writes down presumably the gold values and such, and tallies the receipts.
Of course. There's Prax or someone will also like put in our own receipts to him, so he can like compare, my crew, to manifest. Yes, silks, pittance, of course, in all things considered, but again, the sentimental value, incredible. Now, one of the things that we caught from a hideous giant clam when we were on the hunt for a suitable wedding gift for my darling wife wed on the seas by the very own ship's cleric and spiritual master, Father Grask, as he will hold out the Gigas pearl towards the monkey, as he will spin the incredible tale of the clam monsters. I forget exactly what they were called, but they were like hideous clam monsters. With mad goblins throwing themselves by the hundreds at us to try to stop us from taking the pearls. Oh, we dined finely that evening. Clam chowder all around the ship. Ha ha! That's sorted. Next, of course, we have this, as he now is like 4 plunders worth of whale ivory will somehow be like produced. This was taken from the hold of the cursed ship and Captain Whalebone Pilk. Was that his name?
Yeah.
Whalebone Pilk. A curse on the Fever Sea and on all captains who have seen him and his dreaded whale capturing ghost vessel. The plunder was captured as part of a daring boarding action, while Master Praxu, the head, what's your role again? Navigator? I forget what it's called. Headsman, not heads.
Every time you choose a different role for Brexit, so I don't think it matters.
Yes.
Currently, he appears to be the pilot.
The pilot, yes, our very own pilot. As in a daring move that would make Baspara herself proud, slammed the fearsome tide with the star metal ram straight into Whalebone Pilk's hull. As we fought bravely against the curse and his dreaded crew of undead zombie pirates, the skulls of the ship rolled all around us. The battle was fierce, and he will get into like horrible detail of all the terribleness that happened in the battle. The bravery of everyone involved, heroic swashbucklery. And when it retreated, the whalebones materialized inside the hold. Push the whalebone over.
Yes, the monkey grabs some of it, but it's probably too heavy for it to carry all of it. So
yeah.
a couple of the others will move it over here to the pile by Zadok. Gerdak reaches to get his cup back, drinks again. He's not said anything.
That's fine. Artemis
to play out.
Artemis is, he's used to this stuff. Oh, let's see here. What else do we have a good story about? Just looking it over here. Because I think the Boudrin spices was also from the fish place. Yeah. The pearl.
You can add that to the same story.
Yeah, we add that to the same story as well. Most of the fancy stuff we give him is from that plunder adventure specifically.
Next step is to get rid of all the 10 plunder.
Yep.
That's customary.
He was called
Kilgore.
The king of the nuts of the sea devils.
Killmonger.
What
Kill
was Krillord?
Krillord, yes. Goodbye, Gigas Pearl.
And his 2 princely sons also slaughtered. And his hideous wives.
Yeah, they it was a thing for sure.
I feel like we can really hammer that in.
The wives were terrible. Yeah.
It's a great story.
Yeah.
You see wealth and treasure that you've earned rightfully be placed before the bone fist, who looks at it and he doesn't seem displeased, but it's just hard to tell what he's thinking.
Yeah.
As it's being carried away by Zadok, who dots the I's and marks the things and looks at it twice and makes sure that the values tally up to something reasonable.
Of course.
As that a little bit of show and tell is done, just nods slowly, reaches out a hand to Zadok, who takes something off, takes something out from behind his like paper notepad, pulls that out. It appears to be a pre-written letter of marque, which would, if signed by the king, declare that the crew of Captain Artemis Keen is, privateers working for the Confederacy of the Shackles.
Yes.
As he sort of holds it,
Is that what
reaches
they
out with the other
called
hand.
it?
Yeah, it's a pirate confederacy,
Oh boy.
pirate republic,
Yes.
with a king, obviously.
Yeah. Constitutional monarchy. You know.
Just don't ask to see the Constitution.
No.
What, they have a pirate prime minister?
Kurnig always
We all work
has the Constitution in one of his hands.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this barrel of my
also
gun.
Takes out an incredibly fancy quill and hands
Yes.
it to Kurnig. Kurnig puts the letter down on one of his legs first, and then takes the quill with his healthy hand, keeping the pistol all the time in the other one.
Yeah, of course, yes.
As he moves to write it, Zadok holds out an inkwell for him to dip. But just as he's about to dip it in, he looks up, almost theatrically,
Yes.
Now, before I put a mark to this letter and make you captains, right and true, perhaps we should take this chance for you to entertain my gallery, telling me the story of how you got to be here, every step of the way.
Artemis
Let's
bows.
hear what has made you truly worthy of this attention.
Captain Bonefist, Hurricane King, members of the court, it shall be my utmost pleasure to tell you the story of Captain Artemis Keen, his brave and true crew, the rise of the fearsome tide as he hits he slams his arm with the banner into the floor, and then the harp is out like ring. I will make a roll.
Yes. Although,
Yes.
you should wait. Because as you begin to tell this story, it seems that the Bonefist begins to slowly nod. He's paying attention to Artemis.
Oh.
It's clear that he doesn't want this story to be interrupted. And yet at the same time, the people around you gather around and begin to sort of crack some knuckles. Some of them smile viciously. Another one hears something you say. You started out being kidnapped, and someone says, "Well, remarks that are, well, if you were taken as slaves and not freed, then that would still make you slaves in pretty much every way. To say that you yourselves are stolen goods." Another one will remark that he saw Artemis just a few years ago, a gutter rat somewhere in the city. Basically, they begin to heckle you.
Yeah.
In various ways, and you think it would be somewhat of an ill idea to break out of your storytelling to, well, deal with that.
Yeah.
Some crowd work.
Yeah, which basically means that you're going to have to tell your story on top of all this annoying babble.
Yeah.
And as they do say it, Kurnig seems to get slightly tired. He doesn't enjoy his storytelling being interrupted.
Yeah.
He is annoyed that you have allowed so many ways in which to be interrupted. so many arguments against you makes the story sound a lot less good.
Mhm.
And it seems up to the rest of your crew here to perhaps try to stop this tactic of shaking you down, basically, of pointing holes and pricking conspiracies about everything you say. No story is going to be left. Nothing is too petty not to point out an extra time. Every little bit of defeat that they might have heard about, every rumor that makes you seem unflattering, is being brought out.
Well, luckily I have a crew of incredibly skilled murderers on my side.
Yes.
All right, how do we stop it?
Well, there's a few ways. Either whenever a heckler begins to speak, you can move in, you can get in their face, and you can tell them to sit down and be quiet, using your intimidate skill.
Gabby choke slam someone.
Whenever, or you can go and interrupt them and begin explaining the situation of how this actually came about, engaging them in banter and maybe winning them over a little bit. A bit harder to do, perhaps long term better, but that requires a diplomacy check. Or you can, if you have someone with who's trained in performance, is particularly being a comedian or orator, you can counter heckle them, which is something pirates love, and basically embarrass them so bad that they have to leave.
And we cast
It's
silence.
the only way to deal with hecklers.
I mean,
Yeah. Yeah. Not dealing with a heckler gives a substantial penalty to this performance check. Dealing with it and failing is slightly less of a penalty. Succeeding means that there is no penalty as you successfully deal with that person.
All right, so no reason not to try.
Yeah, basically.
right.
Taking some of the attention away from the whole thing. The worst thing you can do is just let them
Keep doing
crap
their
all
thing.
over everything you do. Yeah.
Sure.
I just want to add that Praxu has every skill except for performance, diplomacy, intimidation, which are the three options.
Maybe you can backstab
Well, I mean,
someone.
surely we can.
You gotta
justify
pirate it up,
something.
man. Oh man.
Can I've got an idea. What if okay, I would like to use stealth, but I'm gonna justify it by basically having Tempest, like, if they see that like someone's about to step up and start heckling, using the whisper on the wind. You know that like awful thumping that you get, like if you have your like when you're in a car and there's only one window open. It's just that awful, ringing, that thumping that can just completely throw you off.
Sure.
Essentially be doing that by just like right into people's ears as they're stepping up to the plate, and just focus on disorienting them and not even having like an explanation for it. Since I can whisper,
Right.
I would argue that and using the ability, I would say stealth would be the appropriate skill for that.
Okay. I'll give it to you, but it'll be a hard skill check. It seems like a difficult thing to sort of do without interrupting.
That's fair. Yeah, that's where I'm trying to rely on the whisper on the wind ability a little bit, but let's go for it. Secret or public?
Let's do public. It's not like you
Okay.
don't know the result.
Mm-hmm. D6, not
Pretty-
bad, not
Pretty good.
incredible.
All right.
Yeah, all right.
One of them that would bother you. But it just gets a headache. looks around, frowns, looks at his drink, drinks some more.
Forgets what he was about to say.
Yeah, leaving only 3 as Tempest, focuses on doing that part.
Yeah.
I have an approach as well. Like, Praxis is not a very social person. However, he is very good at arguing the facts. So maybe when one of them goes to heckle some minor detail of Artemis, Praxis can go like, actually, and then launch into
God.
like a monotone, boring recounting of the facts and just the facts instead to basically dazzle the person with his like facts and logic.
The
Roll
bore
for
them
point of
to.
order.
Pointing out that it was true because at that day, like the moon was at that point because it was that day of the month, and that meant I don't know, like just completely arguing semantics.
We'll do the hard DC too, but sure, give me like an Ocean's lore check too.
Yeah.
That seems like the least interesting lore to blab about. Oh well. Okay,
Nicely done. Nicely done.
the alchemist and you actually get into a conversation and step aside a little bit, because they appreciate the amount of information you have about oceans and the lore that is thereabout.
Oh.
Have some follow-up questions,
Yes.
Actually, always thought about this, Can smoke
So,
always moves east?
It's just
That business-
2 of them well actualing now. Okay, great. Can we leave them here?
Like 2
Let's
nerds
say, this
fighting
seems like
over
meet cute.
Warhammer lore.
Prax, who actually takes out a pair of glasses to like put on his beak.
Yeah,
It's just like,
yeah.
Okay, sorry, let
Like
me just.
the conversation
And then she
starts
takes
with
out a
both,
giant monocle.
with both of them trying to be obnoxious, but then realizing that the topic is actually interesting and just continuing.
It's actually
Yeah,
really
yeah.
interesting. Yeah.
It's
Ah,
they're now on a date.
So everyone else now thinks they're super sad and
found one of his own.
obnoxious. You know?
yeah.
Everyone else is like, oh god.
happens
Yeah,
for
I mean, I'm good. I have plus 13 to intimidation.
This guy over here begins to like yell yell at Artemis Story that it's boring. Come on, make it. Come on. What is so boring.
That's bad. I'm gonna reroll that.
Yeah, Gabby
That's-
tries to engage him and just yells so loud that no one can hear what Gabby's even saying.
Oh, boy.
Well,
Oh,
it's
Gabby.
much worse.
Gabby falls down the
Yeah,
stairs.
That means actively it makes more disruption. So I guess maybe they get into a little bit of like a slightly physical shoving match.
Yeah,
It seems
that
like something
about
I would
sounds
do.
right,
Like,
honestly.
he shoves Gabby and Gabby bumps into Artemis and
Ugh.
like they get loud and Grass could try to spend his time dealing with this heckler too, but that would leave one of them just unopposed. But
I mean, I think the net benefit is to just try and get them all somewhat dealt with. So
as Sweet Lips begin to take out like one of those slide whistle, and when Artemis says something that sounds slightly comedic, to make the whole thing a bit of a farce.
Oh my god, that is hilarious. Well, I'm
As
glad
he
I didn't
begins
touch that guy.
add various comedic bits to the thing. Make it somehow he can make everything with these little sound effects and whatnot. He can sort of make everything sounds like you're a clown.
Wait, Artemis, don't you have a counter performance reaction ability?
I do have counter performance.
Could you do that, and then that would free Grask up to try and?
It is a reaction.
Gotcha. The other situation.
It is a reaction.
he is performing against you.
He
so
is. Yeah, I will invoke it.
Dual performing.
Dueling banjos.
Can do it all.
Everything. Aha! Oh, I will reroll that.
No.
There we go.
Aha!
You're trying to perform
Yes.
against his performance.
or something he's about to roll.
I mean, that might indeed be what he rolls.
48 would be impressive.
The plus
he
3
does
legendary
48,
fight with
like
Oh,
a weird
he beat
whistle. Oh
Just
damn! But
beat
it's
him.
a good whistle. Like it's.
All right. I will count that as him being engaged, not completely negated, but the lesser penalty.
Yeah, he is counterperforming.
Well, perhaps I should try and have Gabby then, if that is the last one.
Yeah. Maybe you can.
Yeah, if you don't, Gabby's gonna punch this guy down the stairs.
Yeah, I guess.
Oh, you try it! I'll punch you down the stairs.
Grask,
It's like,
Grask
shut your
looks at
fat
him.
mouth or I'll punch you down the stairs. And now they're arguing about who could
Who's gonna
punch the
punch who
other
down the
further
stairs?
down the stairs. And it's like, well, you already have there. But yeah.
All right. Well, Grass steps up beside Gabby, puts one hand on her head, and as a 7-foot-tall orc towers over this man, presumably. And let's see if that does anything. I don't really have that much in it, but no, I'm gonna reroll that. Well, it's a 6. Surely.
Statistically. Oh, oh
This guy
no.
can't be beat.
This guy is unstoppable. Oh,
I felt it. I felt it in my bones.
so
I was
many
like,
ones.
No,
Look at that.
It
reroll.
turns out that Gabby is so eager. Grass loses balance and probably just falls into him.
And Grask pushes
Yeah.
both of them down the stairs.
Yes, like, calm down, you two. Punch down the stairs. The problem really is also
each
that
other like, I'll fuck up you, I'll fuck you up, I'll fuck you up.
that Gabby is actually enjoying it. Like picking a fight with someone and arguing is, maybe he lost sight a little bit.
The guy's just really annoying. Like whenever you try to say something, he keeps repeating louder, pathetic, and stuff like that.
No, you stupid.
Saying some argument that is just complete bullshit. Then we're interrupting you when you try to refute it by saying something like Artemis 0, but real Bismarck Pirates 1, or something, and just being obnoxious, like an obnoxious
Asking to get punched is what I'm hearing.
Yeah, Gabby says something and he goes to pour his drink on Gabby.
Yeah.
Just
This will end
really asking to get punched. But
It will end with Grask pile driving him while Gabby's like clawing his eyes out. Well, that's going on back there.
Annoyed over his shoulder at this spectacle.
It is very loud.
While Sweet Lips begins to play a little bit of like a Haggity Sax sort of rambunctious mess, to interrupt everything.
Absolutely.
Still, let's see if Artemis can tank it, if you will.
Yes.
Not as bad as it could be. Of course, this guy is somehow managing to get terribly obnoxiously interrupting. But
All right.
you have built up a -5 penalty. So
At a -5, that is a 31 to the roll.
could be worse.
Yes. Artemis is pretty good at this stuff.
Yeah. Could be worse. If you have any special bonuses to increasing infamy, you can also get those.
Well, I did. I mean, could I draw upon the fact that I had the nat 20 like epiphany thing at the first draft at the end of last session, like that? That inspired Artemis to new heights of artistry. His
hit him with a bit of realism,
Yeah.
He's heard all before. Give him something he hasn't heard.
Maybe he injects some of that, some profound, just I don't know, like it. There was a glimmer of truth in the first draft. It was something that touched Artemis deeply, and I think he draws upon that truth. Maybe it is the guttering embers that he envisioned that is in the city, the the will of the Pirate Queen to truly ignite the Shackles into the blazing inferno of true piracy, of true ambition. You know?
You did get a net 20. And you know what? Take a hero point.
Hey.
Yeah. It won't give you a bonus here. But it will give you a bit of insight, perhaps.
Yeah.
As he listens, as you speak of this, and as you speak of the sort of the true need to reignite the city, the Besmaran fervor that fills your heart and such.
Yeah.
You see for a second a flick of something that touches him. A bit of that fire. You know,
Yes.
he recognizes that energy, that
Yes.
that power.
Kurdak, yes.
But instead his empty hand sort of grips the armchair side of it, and Zadok's eyes behind him are sort of intensely staring at Artemis. You know, as the Bonefist sort of for a moment looks away and glances towards the window, like over here. Looking past Zadok and out onto the vast sea out behind you. You can see, look out at all the
Yes. Remember the sea, my king.
It's not, you know, it's not the view of the city that's out there. It's the view of the stormy sea.
Yeah.
The wind blowing.
Yes.
Different, like illuminated by the slow moving light of the Besmaris beacon.
Yeah.
She looks out and looks back with a bit of. Sets his jaw, you know. You touched upon something.
The one thing I could perhaps I don't know. I am able, I think, to weave some spell casting into my performances. I could cast heroism on myself. That would give me a +1. I don't know if they would allow that.
You're already counter-performing. I feel like you're.
That's fair.
Got your hands full
That's
of
fair.
things.
That's fair.
Still. As your performance sort of ends, as you're done, basically, right?
I have
There's
one
that
thing.
moment of you.
I have one thing. I have one thing I can do. I will spend. Let me see. Can I do? I think I can spend some infamy to get. Let's see here. Honor the code. Character in the crew gain a +2 bonus on all charisma-based skill checks made against other pirates for the next 24 hours.
That might have been.
All right. How very effectively relevant. Yeah, that would certainly do.
Okay.
Do it.
All right, I will deduct that from our ship's plunder or hold. Push it to a 33.
33. Where we're going with that then. The tale ends.
Yes.
You know, you've gotten to current times. The shouting match is still happening back behind you, but somehow being bumped in the back. You know, like a discussion and the talk and the as the captain raises the pistol and fires it into the air.
All right.
A thunder crack echoes through the room, pretty much stunning everyone into silence.
Yeah.
From it comes a ghostly white smoke, almost like hungry fingers reaching for the souls of everyone around. Sadly, not pointed at anyone whose life it could drain for the next blast. Everyone turns to sort of look, you know, disengages and steps back to sort of see what's going on. So, he says, as finally it's quiet. You heard the tale. What do you say, my crew? A moment of quiet before around the room begins being heard. I particularly the heckler she succeeded with will say aye.
Mhm.
You know, Sweet Lips will nod. Aye. I believe in them. A few of the others will too. This guy, Louder, says nay. Nay. They don't have what it takes. Look at them. Spilled beer all over themselves. You know.
Tempest starts reapplying pressure on that guy.
No, I feel terrible with how bad they are. Yeah. Hurts my head. But as it turns out, with your check, most people, by far a majority, will vote in your favor. Like nods, takes the pen, dips it in the inkwell, and writes his signature on the letter. Before rolling it up and handing it to the monkey, who dances over to Artemis and sort of hands it up to him.
Artemis will take it.
Then, crew officers of the Fearsome Tide, you are hereby recognized as privateers. You may participate in the regatta and thereby be named free captains if you so wish.
Ah. What a glorious opportunity.
His eyes are sort of looking into Artemis. It's clear that whatever you made him feel has him thinking.
Yeah.
As he looks deep into you. You aren't sure if you know what exactly that feeling means. At least he's hard man to tell. But Grask, would you give me you also are here. You sense that there's something going. Would you give me a religion check, please?
Sure. Hidden one?
Yes, absolutely hidden.
Okay.
Not easy, but
I need to make sure I do this properly.
Let's
Yes.
put that there. You look at this man, and while you cannot tell what he says, you get the sense, as you look at him, that Besmara and him have a rather intense relationship.
Oh.
I see.
He is, without a doubt, the greatest pirate to have ever sailed the Shackles. And she adores him like one would a beautiful and sort of a valuable piece of sort of inherited material, like an heirloom, right? She is proud of what he is. Whether he shares the same sense of care, however, you cannot tell. It seems like there might be something more complicated than that, but
He's her
certainly, certainly she. She's proud of what he has done to get to where he is.
Artemis will probably be almost driven into the ground as Grass slaps his two hands on his shoulders
Yeah.
and says, "Good work, Captain. Believe this is a good example to follow."
Artemis smiles. It shall be a great honor and pleasure to sail under the flag of the Confederacy. He smiles, gives the banner, gives arm a kick, and swings it up onto his shoulder again.
My eyes.
He bows again towards Kurdak Bonefist and says, Your Majesty, by your leave then, we shall return to the sea to ply the trade, and for the honor of Port Peril and the Driftwood Throne.
It's an ever so slight nod of his head, and he says, "Go then. Enjoy the city. Sell your plunder, trade, and know that no other pirate can take you down for your plunder.
He bows.
As privateers, you are bound together rather than against one another."
Indeed so. Indeed so. All right. Crew, we have a city to explore.
He reaches out. Zadok gives him back his cup of rum.
Mm-hmm.
He continues to drink.
And we take our leave, I believe.
Whispers something, and Zadok goes to pull the curtains on the view.
Yes, yeah. I want to see it. All right, we will leave his eminent presence.
Gabby's
You are-
very clumsy tail will somehow end up, almost tripping that guy down the stairs. It's really unfortunate, like some people, they're just not used to walking about people with tails, and
Oh, he
it's,
stepped on it. Oops.
yeah, he did, and then the tail like grabbed it. Yes, oh no, yeah.
It truly.
You will be escorted from the fort, and out basically to the boat, which will sail you. Though they will ask you whether you want to go to Crescent Harbor or the Merchant Harbor, presuming perhaps that you want to go, shopping or something.
Yeah, we have some plunder to sell. I might also, now that we are official privateers, recruit some more crew, because we are still a bit short on the Fearsome Tide. We don't have a lot of depth, I kind of want to do that. Fill up the ranks of people that might not only be drunks. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So how accessible is gunpowder stuff to us at this point?
Gunpowder in Port Peril is rare to acquire. It is difficult because the Pirate King keeps most of the alchemists to himself, and doesn't readily share the benefits that they give him.
Makes sense.
The idea that other people in this place would have cannons is not something he particularly feels like they need.
I'm more thinking like firearm size, like pistols and such.
Yes, you could probably find someone to sell you that, but it is not an easy thing to do.
Okay.
Yeah. Pistols and whatnot are something that you could go looking for.
But they're so cool.
Archetype gunslinger.
I mean, I'm looking at the combination weapons specifically, and one of them is like, oh, maybe that would be a ranged options for Gabby. Black powder knuckle dusters.
Yeah, I know, right? So
awesome.
stupid. There's a chance if you roll one they explode, but who gives a shit?
That's all guts. Who cares?
That is very Gabby though. Just fill knuckle dusters
the
with
most
gunpowder. Punch
Could
and they
have possibly made these
explode.
better. I mean, if an argument could be made, I do have goblin engineering.
It's gonna
Only
increase the fail chance to 2.
5% chance of losing your hand.
Yeah.
That just opens up more room for other grafts, you know?
For both
Enormous.
fists.
Yeah.
Yeah. As you leave, all of you perhaps have a
Yeah,
chance
cleric.
to while sailing in the long boat back to your ship, a chance to think about now that you've seen the king.
Yeah.
Has your perceptions changed?
Well, I think Artemis will, like, on the way back, he will lean over to Grask and say, Master Grask, did you also sense something? When I told our tale, I thought I saw a flicker, something inside of him. Almost longing.
Grass looks over, gives him one of his rare slight smiles.
Artemis swims away in fear. Oh God!
And says, I did also get the sense that I don't know his feelings, but to her, he is one of the finest, the jewel of the sea.
You believe that she still looks favorably upon him, then?
That is what I felt.
Remarkable. Remarkable.
And yet, of course, that says nothing about what the man feels himself. But following in her example, he is, as I said, a fine one.
I feel like the problem isn't necessarily stemming from him.
Yeah, feels like there's something missing in the middle. Like something happened or something's...
I feel like that goat-tooth guy.
Yes.
He looked real pissed, you know?
Something...
When the king was enjoying himself, and then he was like staring down at Artemis like, ugh. Like, you know how people look like, ugh, shut up. Like how we all look at at Jack.
Yes, right, yes. At Yak, good save.
Like how we look at Artemis when he, I just... Is he being kept paranoid or drunk or both?
I don't know, but there is something wrong, to be sure. It's
Yes.
Unmistakably, there was a longing. I swear I saw a spark in him. As you said, Gabby, he was, for a split second, enjoying himself.
Yeah, everything screams that he's actually trapped. Just can't see how.
Layers and skeins and schemes, no doubt.
Gabby nods. Yes, disgusting.
Yes.
Well, that's his problem.
All these politicians.
Artemis would put the letter of mark inside a watertight engraved bronze scroll case and then keep it on his person.
Yeah.
It's laminated.
Yeah, probably laminated. And then
Gabby gives Prax to the stink eye. He remembers he refused to carry big guts in that thing last time.
And then he might even have a little chain or something made so he can like hook it onto his belt so he doesn't lose it.
Mm.
I feel like if it's a scroll case, certainly it has a chain.
Yeah.
Surely it can be. Maybe an extra chain.
Yeah, double chain.
Yeah, like, you have the chain and then you also have it in a carabiner, just to be sure.
Yeah.
Let's not.
No, I need to be sure.
Yeah.
Well, we've still got plunder to sell, and then
Yes.
how many weeks before the regatta? We have time to go out and do
Well,
something else.
Yeah,
we were supposed to finish our quests.
Yes. We have a list of things we need to do. We have a golden scarab to return to the temple.
B.
Yes. Uh,
Just
Some
looks
sort-
frightened, lay down to the hall where it is. No, scarab, no.
some sort of bug.
Sorry, brooch.
Some sort of bug.
Please.
And then
He means well.
we need to, pick up on some of our leads to keep that thing going, and
Yes.
we also need to sell some plunder while we're here, and also get some more crew, ideally, because we are a bit low.
And there's two things I would like to do here before we go. First of all, I would like to pay a visit to the dealer that helps Zedok cheat, just to have a friendly chat and make him regret his life choices.
Excellent.
And second, maybe see if I can purchase a handful of pistols, just to fool around with.
A handful.
Curious about them. A handful. A couple.
All right.
Enough.
All right. No, that's fine. Absolutely.
As for me, since I did not see my prize on the island, I think I will perhaps go and inquire about the regatta and how that all works. Maybe get some more information on that. And yeah. How about you, Grask and Gabby? I think we got a little bit of time while get new crew and sell the plunder. What are you guys up to?
Well, we were supposed to try and spot, like, chillaxians in the harbors we are in, right? I don't know if that's included here. Like, I don't think she did, probably.
Well, I might be curious. Who knows? Maybe even in the merchant bay, there's something subtle.
No harm in
Never
taking a look.
Gabby would, though, also like to go and hang out with Fishpork. Some, if we're staying here.
Oh yeah, old friend, of course.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, say
Maybe
sorry
wrestle
for him,
some.
by the way, to me.
You're doing
Him for me, but would you?
arena fighting.
Yeah. That's because an old friend. Yeah, a couple days, but
in Goblin time, that is an old friend.
well, hey, we're in similar profession, beating people up for money. That's
His ability is being a giant, and that's pretty much it. No formal or informal training. He's just really big.
yeah.
So
I think Graskell will kind of latch onto that idea and just take a search, take a stroll around the port, see what his eyes can see. Anything of interest maybe for the crew to look into.
Right. Meet back here at first light.
why don't we start with Praxu then? You want to find someone in Port Peril. It's a pretty big place. So, yeah, I think something like that is based on society.
Sure.
Or diplomacy, I suppose, but given your diplomacy, I think society is probably the better choice.
Yes. I would even be willing to, agree some palms with a piece of gold or two.
Well, let's see if you
see.
succeed first. Might not have to.
Seems like a reasonable thing. Yeah, I would be willing to.
Let's see. Right, yeah. Yeah, you can ask around. I mean, the dealer who did the dealing at the recent arrival of a new ship. You know, they didn't necessarily know that Praxa was really involved, but yeah, they knew who that was. So it's a man known as Robin. Who was it? Does jobs here and there for people of various kinds. If you're looking for him, currently he's at the Mermaid's Bucket, presumably doing a bit of a show.
All right. And where does he live? In case I'll miss him at the Mermaid's Bucket. Have to track him down.
Yes, of course. If you miss him there, you'd find him. Well, exactly where they aren't. This person would be sure, but he knows it's in the cave system. Further in, though allegedly he moves out here to stay. It's not a particularly wealthy area. The various caves. So he stays mostly at the areas around where he performs, and then he when he goes home, probably in there. So. But they hear that there's horrible monsters, a man-sized cockroach, has been dragging people off into a bottomless pit in there.
Oh my.
So maybe that's why he's out of there. You know.
Sure, that sounds likely. I mean, armed with that knowledge, Praxa would wait for him to, finish his shift at the Mermaid. Eventually follow him, presumably back home, just to be certain that he knows where he lives, and then do something, another day when he's busy again. Just do some prep work for now.
Like a stealth roll to
Yeah,
follow.
traitor.
Oh yeah, he does the thing, looks behind him sometimes, but there's no way he notices you. You just blend in perfectly. You know he doesn't know that you know who he is and have followed him home. That said, it does take most of the night to follow him home. It's a long journey to go from where he is. He does have a pouch with him though, presumably with the money he's earned for the day, and it goes into his small home, which is sort of a. Turns out most of the buildings built inside the sort of cavern systems are sort of a bit ramshackle, really. Driftwood pieces of various things have been used to build these shanties almost in against the walls. He lives close to the main street, though, the main sort of night bazaar that's happening in there. And don't believe it's too bad. Probably doesn't pay rent since you probably just put up a thing and live here. Sort of by choice, no one really owns these caves. Well, no one officially owns these caves. He seems to live alone.
That seems easier than expected then. So maybe just once he's asleep, we'll go in there. We'll grab whatever we can grab in terms of monetary value, and then we're gonna. Maybe leave like a playing card on a table somewhere, just as a message. Maybe it's too unspecific, but it's good enough.
Yeah. But breaking into his home, it doesn't seem like the lock would be particularly good. He does have one though. Beyond that, there does seem to be some people just keeping an eye out, probably like community policing, if you will. So certainly there's going to have to be, have to avoid their attention to get in there and do that without trouble.
Look, if some community
he might wake up himself,
some community police catches me, then I deserve to be called.
I'll just. don't know how this goes, but give me another stealth check.
All right. Hidden
For
or
let's make this one hidden. But, oh boy. Okay. Praxu believes he gets in without really being noticed at all. I managed to get in, move close up. Give me a thievery roll. I need to get in this lock without gathering attention. So far, no one really pays attention to him. He glides past the things. Okay. You open the lock. It's not particularly difficult, really. You very small chance of failure on that one, I see. And yeah, you can sneak into the house. You see the man, Robin, allegedly, laying here. You see his robe, a long line of scarves on the table. A couple of like metal rings hanging on some hooks. Various tools of his trade. A couple decks of cards laying out, having been sorted and moved around.
is the one that was used in the game there as well?
Yeah, probably was. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I know what we'll do.
You see his robe, his work robe hanging up. The false sleeves having been sort of pulled out to be aired out, where one might hide such things. Yeah. Still, for things of value, certainly there aren't pockets or anything like no money is sort of visible around here. Things of value is sort of the tools of the trade and such. But for something you might be looking for, I mean, you could certainly just grab stuff. That doesn't seem difficult. But for something that's actually worth anything, it seems like it's not really just here.
Where does he keep his payment then?
Like you'd have to search the place.
Sure, we can do that. Maybe we can make some assumptions, best guesses to look for rather than tossing the place with him sleeping in it.
Mm-hmm. All right.
What
Give me a Shackles law check then.
Shackles law. All right.
Where do people keep their stuff? You look at him. You see him sleeping. You see the pillow. Heavy pillow. Seems likely that he's sleeping with the money in his bed. It's not an uncommon thing to do here when you have it, because if you leave it, someone might get their hands on it. Vis-a-vis right now, really.
Yeah. Per example, screenshot. This.
It is not an uncommon way to secure your money if you don't have enough that you sort of have to store it in a bigger place, basically, right? Can't hide that much without being incredibly uncomfortable. But if you live in a ramshackle shack, in a shack like this, probably you don't have enough money to have to worry about that.
Well, that scene in Indiana Jones where he switches the statue with a pouch of sand?
Yes.
That's what's going to happen here.
Okay, all right. Some sleight of hand stuff. A big, yeah, I guess a bag of sand, sure. Sneezing powder, itching powder, something like that.
Yeah. Well, ideally not something that immediately wakes him up. Take all the scarlet scarves, stuff them in a shirt or something. That'll be close enough.
I feel like that's thievery as well. Sleight of hand, that seems to be what that is. It's going to be a hard check, though, because that's not an easy thing to do.
Not meant to be easy, it's meant to be satisfying.
All right.
See how that goes. 28 is pretty good.
That does beat the hard DC for our current level. Yeah, all right. We see Patrick kneel down and switch them. Getting the heavy one and of course, Robin's poor head sort of bumps like he winces, but nothing to really wake him up. Sprax is too quick and too quiet. Yes, you've got in his wallet.
And then with the loot acquired, Praxu will find the marked deck of cards that was used and basically stab a dagger through it before disappearing quickly after, because that might actually wake him up.
Right. Okay, sure. You leave the dagger there.
Yeah, just a stinky dagger. He can have that.
Classic pirate or like scoundrel style.
Take all his nice knives and leave.
You know,
Yeah,
making it a point that I could have stabbed something else if I wanted to.
Yeah. Well, you get his recent payment packed in a little sort of silk pouch of 60 pieces of gold.
Ooh. I'll add that to my inventory. 60 or 16?
60.
All right.
Yeah, I mean, we lost 100, so I would hope.
True.
Poor guy. He's trying to make a life as a magician.
Well, he should have made better choices. I don't know what those choices would have been for him, but he
I was
made
gonna
wrong
say,
ones.
a part of me is like, man, like, it doesn't feel great to steal from this guy living in a cave. But then it's like, if he had stolen, like, maybe 10 or 20 gold, well, 10, maybe I would have been. But 60?
He could have stolen
Nah.
one, and I would have done this.
Oh,
It's not
yes.
about the money.
He could have taken a cover.
All right.
All right.
Well, Praxu was out there reclaiming his pride as yeah. Is Gabby looking to get back into like arena fighting, street battles with fish pork?
Definitely tempted. Yeah, I do think he'll beat the shit out of me. But we've like done our official duties here. I'm not needing a pretty face for some fancy meeting. Yeah, I mean, is he hanging out at the bucket?
Nearby. The bucket isn't big enough to have the fighting, and
Yeah.
for underground battles, you sort of have to do it in other people's basements, and like in a dank cave in these cliffs, and wherever the place really goes. Sometimes even he's brought over to do it at the fancy sort of merchant villas.
Oh, hey.
Who like to see fish pork fight someone.
Some disgraced noble.
Yeah.
Great.
At times, fish pork's even hired to be like a intimidation factor, or a guy to go beat someone up, and he does that happily too. His street fighting doesn't have to be consensual.
I mean, he's in a pirate town.
Yeah, big goon.
Yeah, it's like,
Well, yeah, he'll hang out with Gabby, just having a drink and whatnot. To begin with, that's all good for him.
But he is the reigning champion, isn't he?
Yes, he is, and he does believe that he could take Gabby pretty easily.
Yeah, me too. Because I wouldn't have a weapon, I wouldn't have a shield.
It's fist fighting.
It's fist fight. Well, robot hands. It's a fist.
I mean, that seems fair game. Yeah.
Yeah, God.
Yeah, something to consider. Of course, he doesn't just fight to fight. He also fights for money, right? So.
Yes, well, I don't have money.
No, but you have to hype it up somehow, and then get people to someone to host it, to bring in customers or something. That's usually how these things are done.
Oh
One of the
yeah,
money
it's
lenders. The money lenders are quite powerful as a guild, and they will arrange anything like that because people will borrow money to gamble, then lose it, then become slaves, which the money lenders then sell. It's
yeah. Gabby does not want to serve money lenders. Those guys are like the uncool kind of shark. Like she was like, at one point someone was like, yes, the sharks, and she was like, oh, we'll be working for sharks. All right, yeah, loan sharks, like a lone wolf but a shark. That's really cool. And then she found out it's just a bunch of people who like numbers, like nerds. You know, like it's extremely uncool.
you borrow 10 gold, you pay them back 12 tomorrow.
Yeah,
You
like
pay them back
that's
12
not.
tomorrow, they will take a pound of flesh and blood.
No, but the
To
problem
pay
is
it off.
they won't take it. They'll send some actual cool person to take it.
Yeah.
Like they
Like
don't
fish
do
pork.
anything.
Fishpork has gone and hooked people for them.
Yeah, I bet.
Beyond that, if you recruit a pirate to your crew that owes them money, they will just transfer it to be now the captain owes the money.
Oh. Well,
of whatever ship that took them on.
Gabby will make sure to take note of this.
It is not uncommon for someone to borrow a bunch of money, lose it terribly in a drunken night of bad decisions, and then try to sign onto a ship to bail, basically, rather than be, sold to someone.
Yeah, well, I'm not bailing some shithead out.
The moneylenders are generally powerful enough that they have a reputation for making sure that that doesn't fly. And many a captain has at one point been sitting suddenly with a debt of 100 gold pieces or more just because someone went onto their crew. When found out, it's usually bad for them, which means that the people joining who have a debt generally have a very good reason to leave the ship as soon as possible, or at least steal anything they can from it and then run away.
All right.
Sometimes it's simpler to simply check people's credit record and then knock them on the head and take them away to your ship. Make sure they owe nothing.
Yeah.
You spend time socializing with Fishport. It's all good.
I do. And
In this town, there is great opportunities for earn income using street fighting lore. As it has an active street fighting scene, you can find high-level opponents to battle, thereby, high DCs, but good money. If that's something you want to do at some point.
No, I want to know, do I see my old handler here?
No. Moved on.
Gabby, entertains the thought of asking Fishpork anything about that, and then she looks and she's like, no. I wouldn't fucking know. I don't fucking know. It's a big deal. Yeah. No, yeah, we'll have a meal and, hopefully hear about some brutal murder fights. And, yeah, be like, keep doing the good work.
Yeah. Right. The rest of you spend your evening.
One day they'll fight. For real.
Yeah.
Not because some dumb loan shark, some fake shark wants to get money for it.
Loan shark is a shark with a top hat and a monocle and a money bag.
Because look, she had dreams, okay?
Yeah. I don't know if is it enough time for Artemis to actually do any of the? Could he sell something, or could he recruit some people to the crew, perhaps?
It takes a day to sell something, but you could go make some connections. The first step to recruiting is typically to just let people know that a crew is looking for more people.
Yeah. Arr, the fearsome tide be the newest privateering vessel.
But also make sure we don't get a bunch of debt.
To the bar, but yeah.
You know.
I don't want the ones who are too keen.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. We can...
There's only room for one keen on this ship.
Generally, when you call out, though, yeah, a lot. There's always like a good 12 people showing up. Yeah,
Thanks.
we'll go with you. I'll even, I have these 4 gold. I'll pay them to you if I could join the crew.
Uh-huh.
Squints
He looks over his shoulder,
suspiciously. Yes, well.
Classic stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, but like Artemis, if there's not enough time to do it, Artemis will make some connections. We are the newest privateering vessel in the armada of the Hurricane King, and so new connections has been made. We have a reputation already, but always more can always be made.
Right. Graskin Tempest, you got any plans for the evening?
Tempest is gonna go looking for information about the Master of the Gale Winds, but we'll couch it using deception by initially inquiring about the regatta, which they do want to know, but it's not their personal first concern. But use that, and then when it inevitably comes up in conversation, be like, "Oh shit, what? That someone can control the winds? How does that work? Tell me."
All right. Yeah. That would be then a diplomacy check to gather information.
Oh God, I literally have 0 diplomacy.
Right. You could do what Praxa does, take more observant approach and go society.
I was really hoping to go deception because I don't want people to know that I'm inquiring about this, so it's like tactful conversation.
Yeah, that would be if they were trying to find out. But I think to get them talking, that is one of the things that are under diplomacy typically.
Gotcha. Well, shit.
You can still gather some stuff.
Maybe you can spend some gold
0 and
for
minus
information.
1, so that changes things. Sailing lore, Shackles lore, maybe? No. I'll have to
It
come
would just
back
be
to
like
this
what
then.
you know about him. But you just do some recall knowledge, spend some time, figuring out what's going on. Yeah, you're gathering knowledge.
Yeah.
I think that's fine.
I'll do that. Just like I'm aware of a massive gap in my knowledge. I don't particularly know where to go about starting to look, and I want to be subtle about it. So, yeah. I guess that more observer role.
Really, I would let you do Ocean's lore, Shackles lore, or Pirate lore. Each would have different things about this guy. He's big enough to have multiple entries.
Multiple lore entries. Okay, I just did it, but I didn't see the Tempest is thinking about this, so I'm assuming it didn't come up. Water Shackles, or I guess I'll do water lore because I am looking specifically for how he controls hurricanes. Or would that be Shackles lore? Because it's about the Eye of
Water
Abendago.
lore was fine.
I mean, it's the same modifier,
nature
so
and
either one. I am willing to re-roll this if it is poor.
Yeah, you might want to.
Okay.
Okay, better. Which is always nice. But at some point, it can't get much worse, so.
Okay. So I went from a 2 to a 6?
Yeah. The Master of the Gales is a man who has legends about him. He's quite old, but not, old. He's sort of best in late middle age. But the fact that he lives where he lives, up in the northern area close to the hurricane, has made him age faster than most people normally would. He sort of looks almost like you'd imagine like a mad prophet, wild mane of dark gray hair and a long flowing beard. always moves around with his like ragged clothes that have been torn by the storms. That he spends most of his time sort of inside. No one really knows his name, and he only goes by the Master of the Gales, or Master of the Gale Wind. The only thing that you think about and learn about him is that he was at least born somewhere in the Sodden Lands, not actually in the Shackles.
Sodden Lands. Okay.
Yeah. And at the year of his birth, powerful storms, massive storms, pretty much drowned that whole area. So it's hard to tell exactly when he was born because, well, no one really left it because it was just all flooded with continuous hurricanes. Maybe he doesn't even have a real name.
That is so cool.
No one really knows.
Man, I want to go to that.
You don't really know. Well, no one knows about his childhood either, except that it's believed, due to some of his mannerisms and such, related to water. He does have some contact with the underwater civilizations.
Really?
He has the similar mannerisms to some of the cannibal locals of the Shackles.
Huh.
Or rather, the
Okay.
tribes that would inhabit the Sodden Lands. He doesn't seem to ethnically be one of them, but a bit of the accent, you know.
Huh.
He has never really spoken about his past himself, and doesn't seem to either want to call himself anything other than the master of the Gilwins.
Lots of secrecy around him. And sorry, you said he lived on like a little island close to the Eye of Amandago?
Yes, well, he is a pirate lord, as it were, and
Right.
is the ruler of Drenchport,
I see.
along with his ship, the Kraken.
Oh,
Motherfucker.
He is a very
Okay.
prominent captain, and the main captain on the part of the Northern Shackles. He's got a moderate following, though his tendencies to be sort of uncharismatic, it hasn't really made him a threat to anyone. He also doesn't really pay a lot of attention, and only rarely visits the actual council for voting. Allegedly spends most of his time aboard his ship.
Okay. And the Sodden Lands, you said they weren't part of the Shackles. Are they also close to the Eye of Amandago, or are they like way across Galorian or something like that?
No, the Sodden Lands are the where the Eye of Amandago is. There used to be land there.
Okay. Oh shit.
But when Eridan died, the continents and the kingdoms that were there were drowned entirely and swallowed by the massive hurricane, drawn underwater to a watery grave, and now gone. What remains is the Sodden Lands, a land of a sort of storm-wrecked coast in the areas that are just far enough from the Eye of Abendago to not be completely and entirely swallowed. They are a salty swampland of monsters and the constant storms and rains and flooding, and just overall entirely miserable. The only things that are there are really that the storms seem to have unearthed some of the old Golgan ruins that were once buried by the land and the mud, letting things that have long dwelt escape out into the open. The land is known for a few mad human tribes that sort of are known to capture and eat anything and anyone that they can get their hands on, dwelling within some of the ruins, and lots of bogards doing pretty much the same thing.
So the
And that mud bunyips thing from there.
Mud bunyip.
No, they crawl on ships and they swallow people.
Get away from me. Okay, so Eridan dies. The Eye of Abendago is at the site where he dies. that's the
I mean,
crash
who
zone.
knows where he dies,
And
really?
then and then
Allegedly, he died somewhere in Chiliax, so...
Okay. But it came about as a result of his death. That's the crash
Or at
zone. The
least
Southernlands
coinciding
is
with...
the splash zone. Okay.
There's no confirmation. I'm just telling you this. There's no really confirmation about why it appeared. No one knows.
Okay.
It just sort of did around that time.
And then the Southernlands. So that happens. The Southernlands changes its nature. Some Golgan ruins are revealed, and then at some point after that, the worst storm in the Southernlands happens for like a year, and that's the year that the Master of Gale Winds was born. Am I understanding that all correctly?
Yeah, though of course the Eye of Abdeco has appeared a long time ago compared
of course,
to
yes.
current times. So it's not like he, yeah. But yes,
But in
technically that is
theory,
the-
potentially something in one of those Golgan ruins could be responsible for. Yeah, there's a missing link somewhere, but that's something to investigate. Okay, cool. Thank you. And we
Yeah.
have someone who loves Golgan history with us. I will definitely make a mark to go and speak with Imogen as soon as I can. But if anyone else has things first, then.
As for water lore, you also you know that he is a druid by nature.
Mm-hmm.
His
Okay.
access
Also
to
connected.
storm and such is to do that, and that he has, of course, a companion, which is an overly large giant octopus.
Oh, man. Could have been a
Amazing.
shark.
Yes, I do remember hearing this before. The octopus follows the ship around everywhere.
To be fair, that is really cool.
Yeah. Okay, well, Tempest will make their way back to Crescent Isle and go speak with Imogen when they have a chance to.
Be sure it's an octopus and not one of those dangerous killer octopuses, whatever. The octopus shark. Octoshark.
Oh, I think that's a terrible
Sharktopus.
legendary monster that's like Bismarck had to banish, right? I don't think there's more of that thing, hopefully. Is there?
Apparently, it does have spawn.
Oh, good.
But,
Good. Yes, very good.
She had to leave something behind for us.
Excellent.
Can't make
Yes.
it too easy.
Exactly what we need. Oh boy.
It's to test our bravery, you know?
Sharktopus.
See if we're worthy pirates.
Yes, yes.
yes. That's the test. There are very few worthy pirates. But, Grask,
Well,
what
obviously.
were you spending your evening on?
I think Grass is just gonna enjoy himself. He's just gonna walk around, just take a look at everything. Not anything in particular, not for any reason, just enjoy himself. It's been the first time he's here, he had a pretty bad experience, but now he's had time to settle it, and maybe he can actually start to enjoy it for what it is, and not just a place where he had a bad memory.
Yeah. All right. Nah. Suppose you will end up the same place as Artemis does, though Artemis is here for a different reason.
That's the
What was it,
Grask.
hype up the crew?
Yeah,
And,
yeah. Sell us in.
Yeah.
And you shall be well taken care of, since we have our own spiritual leader on the ship, Father Grask.
Don't.
Wise insights,
He's
indeed.
not a Santa Claus. He's a.
Well, Master Gabby, well, I barely saw you over there.
A cool, awesome, Bismarck cleric, not like
Oh,
a
yeah.
father. It's really
in the
easy to be a
door,
father.
there's a-
It's the father to me, all right?
bumps into grass.
Oh God, who's this? Vampire!
Excuse me. Just
Sees him.
one boy out. Sorry.
Yes,
That's
Rook,
right,
exactly. Rook knew
going.
exactly what that
You
was.
and me, you
No,
and me
no,
both,
no, no.
Rook.
He stole from you, buddy.
It's
What? What did he steal? Nothing. I have nothing on me.
as the man seems to be there seems to be a couple of people glaring at him as he leaves, only to be followed by Praxu for the whole night. And his money stolen.
Hat in attack position.
Well, there you go.
Oh, fancy meeting all of you here.
The place is full compared to what the current clientele
course,
shows, but yeah.
And this is the murderous-looking proprietress, I assume, behind the bar.
Yes.
Yes.
You could
Oh, the
you could call
mermaid?
her that. She's very nice, friendly.
Ah!
Making a drink.
Oh yeah,
as
she
it's-
sure is. Nefti Unwesha. What a
Coconut milk.
yeah, what an incredible character. Artemis will of course order something.
Yeah. It's,
My foot books here.
What does she recommend? You know, Artemis will take recommendations. It's been a while since he was here.
coconut rum seems to be the thing for pirates, at least for captains and scallywags.
Yes.
Also has ale for the kids if you bring any.
Yes, yeah, of course. Oh no, we'll have the captain's reserve, coconut drink.
Yeah, sure.
Since he is indeed not only a captain but a privateer. Yes. That monkey is something unsettling with its face. I don't like how it's screaming like that.
I don't like all the monkeys. I'm not loving all the monkeys. Well, I'm not.
Yeah, it's monkeys.
Yes.
Yeah.
Not to like.
I know. Artemis will take a big sip from the captain's reserve, and then says, Mistress Unwesha, it is such a pleasure to be in your presence again. I, of course, do not expect you to recognize or remember me, but I actually got my start in piracy and indeed captaincy in this very establishment. Yes, I was press ganged, he points, over by that table.
She looks
Right
at Artemis,
there.
of course recognizing the young man who spent many a time telling stories in this very tavern. She notices, "You're always welcome to return here, Master Captain Keen." She corrects herself.
Smiles. That is...
Hopefully you will continue to grace my business with your presence.
He smiles again and says, well, Mr. Sunwesha, if it pleases you, I shall be happy to do a little bit of entertaining here tonight, perhaps. For old time's sake.
You are free to ply your trade as always. And it seems my previous entertainer, she sort of glances after Robin, has left.
Oh, well, excellent then. Artemis will, oh man, look at the guy on the right. Uncle!
The old man takes out his pipe.
Uncle!
I did think it was taking a while to visit your old uncle. Well, you certainly did good in the trials, son.
Artemis sweeps down. It's like, oh, Uncle Henry, he looks around. Brask, Over here.
Old
Gabby.
Henry seems to he smiles to himself. Yes, it is of course, good that Octopus is a sort of a reaction here. It pleases him,
Yeah.
to see the boy.
Artemis is beaming, like for the first time in quite a while. Like he's just having a happy smile. There's no oh yeah, you. Oh yeah, Ratsburger. No, like he is genuinely pleased and happy. There's no mischievousness. There's nothing like that. It's just actual open happiness as he sits down with his captain's reserve, quote unquote, at the table, takes a deep sip, and then motions over towards Grask. Master Grask, this is old Henry Keene, uncle, grandfather, my caretaker, Old Salt of Port Peril, sailed with my darling mother, Gemma Redclaw. Yes, he did. He is the reason I survived. The reason I'm here. Grandpa, this is Master Grask, chief cleric, spiritual advisor, and general skullcracker aboard my ship, the Fearsome Tide.
I do try my best. It's nice to meet someone who ensured that my captain, is here today.
Pleasure to meet you as well, Master Grask. I'm glad you've been taking good care of my boy. He looks to Captain Keene. It's good to hear that. That's said again.
Artemis smiles even wider, and then he takes out.
And look how you've grown. He sort of looks.
I
Just
shall.
out behind this building, we have the old lines I used to cut to see you. How much you'd grown. I think though in this year
changed your
you've still
token
grown
picture,
more
my
than,
boy.
more than any other year I've seen you.
It has been. It's simply too many adventures to recount in one evening. Not that I won't try, mind you. But look at us at our latest prize, as he will take out the letter of marque and show it to old Henry.
Oh, his eyes sparkles as he looks at it. So, my boy, this brings warmth to an old sailor's heart. I haven't seen one of these in far too long. Your mother, she would. I'm so very proud of you.
Yeah, Artemis nods again. There's a slight blush on his cheeks, maybe for the first time ever. Not even at his own wedding, did he blush. But here, together with his grandpa, uncle, the man who has meant everything to him for decades, he lets his emotions show. He calls over to Mistress Unwesha, new rounds for the table. We need more drinks. Yes.
Yeah, she will deliver. Please, Master Grask, sit down.
He will look on for a bit. He's a bit bemused, but he will sit down on the chair.
Creaking perilously under his weight.
Yeah.
I hear from Red Line here. It was. I thought my old eye would deceive me, but it was the Fearsome Tide. You returned her to port. I worried so many times. Artemis, I thought perhaps. I doubted that perhaps you hadn't been ready. Perhaps I'd acted rashly. You see, he pauses dramatically. It was I who asked Red Line to choose you that night.
Artemis nods. Solemnly.
Oh boy.
It does take a special kind of care to press gang your own foster child, but I
I got my own start once on a day, and I certainly didn't take harm. He says, scratching at his peg leg, and
yeah.
his one eye. Though it seems, Artemis, you took even less harm than I did.
I shall think I have actually managed to cut quite a fearsome figure. There are quite a number of merchant vessels and foul monsters beneath the waves that have ruled the day they came upon me and my crew, to be sure. He reaches out a hand and, like, pats the old salt on the shoulder and says, some people might hold a grudge, but all things considered, I am happy for what happened. My horizons has expanded. Remarkably so.
Yeah. I simply could not bear to watch you tell others' tales any longer. I've been doing it for so many years, but I don't think I would ever amount to more. But you're the hope of the family.
Oh.
And look at you. Look how you've delivered. Thank you, Master Grask. He says, takes Grask's hand and squeezes slightly, watching over him.
He does get himself into a fair bit of trouble, but we persevere.
And Bess Mara be blessed for it. I'm sure she has great plans for him and for you.
I'm sure she does.
Well, those plans, they can be deadly, as I should know, but also, well, they are what makes life worth living. The stories we can tell. They say that no man truly dies in the Shackles as long as legends told. As long as these legends told, you see, he gets to sail on the Sea Wraith.
Nods solemnly.
So there, as long as people remember the name of Gemma, she'll be there, awaiting you.
I can only hope. I can only hope. He looks. Speaking of, he looks over. Is Gabby sitting over there?
I mean, yeah. If this is where me and Fishpork were hanging out,
You're talking.
certainly. Well, grunting and eating, probably.
Grunting and eating. Well, you're hanging out like warriors,
Yeah,
Artemis will call over.
Gabby has been looking over, but it's like that seems like a private thing.
No, Artemis will call out to Gabby.
Know that weird old man.
Gabby, Master Gabby, please. He waves for her to come over.
Oh. Be right back. She tip the rest of what's in her cup into his cup. Like you be like,
bucket.
His bucket.
Yeah, his bucket. Like, yeah, you go. And then jump over the tables and
scramble over. Artemis will
what's up?
Will happily put his shoulder on his hand on Gabby's shoulder and points. Master Gabby, may I present old Henry Keene, Grandpa, Uncle, Caretaker, Old Salt of Poor Peril, and the very reason I am not only alive, but here today. Grandpa, this is War Master Gabby.
Greets you with his pipe.
Gabby looks him up and down.
Short.
You know?
And if it isn't, as he looks to the arms, says, my.
Yes.
My best Mara. That isn't the very same claw that gave Gemma her name.
It is indeed.
So continue her legacy then. He looks at do sense some of her fierceness in you. Was it there before the hand came on, or after?
Master Gabby has been invaluable in our fights on the high seas. I have never seen anyone throw themselves into so much carnage with such glee as Gabby.
Well, they do say the small folk are known for that. She looks to Redline, who nods. Like he's seen it, you know.
Yes.
Gabby, like what does this guy look like? Like you know, does he have the build of a warrior in like, you know, now old, or is it a scholar, or you know, a bard?
He looks like a moderately successful pirate who never gave up. Continued to do it long before far longer than he should. Right? He has fought, buccaneered, survived storms. His body's weathered. He's lost a leg. He's lost an eye. He's old salt. Still, he sits here with his cutlass at his side. Though probably nowadays it's more stories than actions. Just, you know, he is retired, but has had a long career in the sea. Old salty soul.
Yeah, Gabby will like take the time to like you know, let Artemis do his talking and sort of just you know, take stock. Just not like, well, the arm didn't come with a big guide. If you have any additional stories that I should add to or spread, when she like sort of like waves it around menacingly, because that's the only way she ever waves it around. Please do share.
And it took him quite a long time to truly understand how to use it as well. So looks at it. She lost her arm in Blood Cove, and well.
Oh, in the meat markets? Or in a bed?
No, she.
Or in a fight?
She said she was angry. She never told me much. Apparently, it was too dangerous to know. She wanted me to be safe. I had already lost an arm and a leg at the time. Well, almost, figuratively speaking. But she was taking some questions to Aspis.
Oh.
Artemis.
Mm-hmm.
Some very pointed questions, and she did not take being blazed off easily. In the end, she had to retreat from Blood Cove forever, and they leave her healthy arm there as part of the escape. Still, most people wouldn't make it as far against Aspis as she did, but that day the Red Blade died, the legend had failed, and when she returned as the Red Claw, it was after long journeys into the heart of Motaku Island. She had an obsession by then. It all happened shortly after. I sort of looks to Artemis like this. Artemis's mother disappeared at sea.
Nods.
Always thought perhaps it was Aspis who did it, or perhaps they knew something of who did, but I never found out.
Yes. Something.
Well, there's one thing I know about those guys. It's that they're terrible.
Yeah.
Terrible. Terrible.
Oh, Henrique nods.
They're
certainly...
basically everything that's wrong with Blood Cove. And there's a lot. Like, a lot. Like, a lot.
Well, Henrique nods. It's true. They are bloodthirsty mercenaries in every way. Respect only gold, and keep their secrets close to themselves. Still, I fear that one of these days we will have our own consortium running this city. Certainly moving in that direction. The old times are It seems to be getting a little sad even at this moment. It's the old times are reigning. Things are not as they used to be. There was a different feeling in the air, you see. Now things are darker and damper. The storms don't blow as clearly. You see the Ratsburger shake his head slightly at this old man rambling about how things used to be.
Yeah.
It just felt different. And it felt more freeing. You could go out there to the horizon and sail as far as you wished. No one dared to question our reign upon the seas. Now things have gotten complicated.
Speaking of which, I don't suppose you have heard anything particular in that regard. Artemis leans in a bit conspiratorially. We have, on fairly good authority, or we have also been witness to this, of Chilaxian movement in the Shackles. They seem to be up to something more sinister than usual.
Usual. So, well, they've tried to come here twice before, as you well know.
Yes.
As if they wanted to be in the city, I don't think that would be much difficult. They could simply go with merchant ships and arrive and spend as much time here as they wished. Plenty of folks around here could be working for them. No real way to flush them out, though. Certainly haven't seen anyone wearing devil symbols or that black spiky armor they fashion.
Yes.
Whatever they would do would be well hidden. They're good at it, and I fear that fewer people are looking nowadays.
Yes. There is a strange slant to the city, isn't there? Yes, as you mentioned, it has become, well, almost organized in a way that it was not before.
Biocracy.
Not
Gabby
really
says
far
it's like
from what I
it's,
would call organized, he says. But certainly things are changing. Harbor masters or whatever they always were, but it's the merchants, I suppose, have grown more numerous and more influential.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be a bad thing, I suppose, especially if you're a merchant, but I always felt a bit different.
It's not. Yes, there's something odd, isn't there, when merchant vessels are so numerous in what is supposed to be the pirate capital. Payment of protection money, certainly, but when the Hurricane King's own fleet seemed mostly busy protecting merchant vessels, I don't know. Perhaps I am too inundated with your old stories. He smiles at the old man.
Perhaps I've told them too many times, and I've been seduced by them myself. There's even in my old chest, yes, my heart still beats. It beats and pumps blood, and that blood is salty. And when I think of standing there in the wind, I know that one day that is how I will die. As long as I'm on land, I may stay here. I may have stayed here to raise you, Artemis, but I've never really lived here.
Of course.
And I think that's what's different. I felt what it's like out there, and I know I will feel it once more at least. But I think that sense is waning. More and more folks are losing that pot, choosing to stay here for always, or be visitors upon a sea that should be home for them. Now, it perhaps isn't my purview to tell them how to feel, but you see it in some of the young ones still. If you tell the tales of old, if you tell of the adventures, the daring, the dreadful tales as well. There's still those who feel it, but they are cautioned, told perhaps that you should study accounting or look into more secure manners of making their bread. And I didn't want that for you, Artemis.
Study accounting.
There
Artemis
were a couple of-
shivers. Ooh.
There were a
Yeah,
couple of old
Gabby is like
fellas
hissing. Like,
over at Merchant Streets. One night I heard them talking, he says. They were discussing that you might make a good page one day.
Hmm.
She said, I met Ratsberger and we talked it over. Promised to help me, though I did wish it had been someone other than Harry, listening to the stories of how he treats his crew. Then again, he sort of doesn't say it, but clearly thinks, it's good that you were stronger than he thought you were.
Yeah. Now Artemis, thoughtfully takes a sip of his drink. We intend to partake in the regatta.
Dreadful business, that is. Terrible danger. You sure you wish to lose to the Master of Gales so badly?
Artemis smiles. We haven't lost yet. And I'll be damned if some old druid is gonna tell me where I can't and can't sail.
Well, I have heard he won't be competing this time.
Oh?
Hence a lot of people have been signing up. All the people who have waited. It'll be fiercely competitive, but at least there's a chance to win. And with the fearsome tide, boy, and what you've done so far, I don't know how you could lose.
Well,
Just don't get killed out there.
certainly try my best. We have heard that Harrigan is going to also partake. His designs on becoming a free captain, sinister at best.
As would everyone who participates, certainly.
Yes, but we have also good reason to believe that Harrigan is one of the many potential allies of Cheliax. His first mate, Mr. Plug, certainly was a Chelaxian agent.
That would be trouble. That man has allegedly been very successful fighting Chilex. Yes. The word of his many crews and many ships these days are reaching even the areas of Port Peril.
Yes. We are here. Well, we are here to conclude the business of the letter of marque with Hurricane King, of course. Also here to perhaps recruit some more able bodies to the fearsome tide in preparation for the regatta. I don't suppose that you could perhaps give us a few pointers. You people know the old sailors around these parts better than you.
He'll nod as well.
We do need a
Most
new
old
first mate.
sailors, most old sailors, either are like me, myself, can't keep it up with you anymore. I think you'd want to look for the young sailors, those who might still have the glint in their eye.
Nods. Certainly.
Yeah. That said, I do know of someone particular.
Do tell.
I always think that quality outweighs quantity, but
Someone needs to be press ganged. Have Gabby and Grask stuff him in a sack and carry them on the ship.
it's a bit of a controversial pick for some, I suppose.
All right.
Since I hear you already have a Jinx Eater, but there's a good one on the market.
Artemis thins his eyes slightly. All right, I'm listening.
So most people only see them as Jinx Eaters, you see.
I have come to understand this, yes.
But the Tengu can be so much more. Surely you see that, my boy. I know my tales have always pit them as jinx eaters. I know all the tales do. But what if they could bring good luck in other means? For example, with skill and grace.
Artemis nods. Yes, I will hasten to add that Master Praxu is certainly not a jinx eater of the crew. He is indeed the pilot of the ship and one of our master strategists. He's quite phenomenal, in fact.
And so I believe you would surely say that he increased your chance of performing well. Which at the end of the day is all a jinx eater is supposed to do. But I tell you, Artemis, you shouldn't call them that. I've learned recently that it is considered reductive and somewhat rude.
Yes, yes.
He got
Gabby-
cancelled while you were away.
Gabby can't like really help herself and like badly acts like, oh really? You're not really? It's rude?
Oh.
What about calling them birds? Is that also bad?
I would, to be honest, I wouldn't know about that specifically. Certainly they haven't been called the black wings of misfortune and such in the stories, but
Artemis
It
shoots.
sounds very
shoots,
unspecific. I mean,
shoots,
lots of things have black wings. What about bats?
Artemis shoots a painful glance over to Grask. You know, Grandpa's being racist again. He's trying, though. He's trying.
it's just that the old stories always tell that they're, it's like a duplicitous and it's just they're good stories. Just maybe Artemis shouldn't take them so much to heart when it comes to that.
yeah. The storm crow's ill news is an ill guest. But you say there's a Tengu for sale.
Oh,
Look,
not really for sale. One that could be recruited with the right persuasion.
Excellent.
She let me know that she was looking for the right crew. I think she hopes to one day pilot her own ship.
Well, Grandpa, I would be
There somewhere.
most pleased to speak with her if you could set up a meeting.
I believe she's quite skilled, so hopefully you do well with someone like that. You've good
Absolutely.
reputation.
Absolutely.
Was apparently press ganked and forced to be a jinx eater for a time.
Mm.
Yeah. Don't think it was quite a mutiny, but she made it off the ship in one piece, and with her equipment intact.
Well, that's good.
Quite the feat for most.
Yes.
And as she leans in conspicuously, I believe she has the secret power to eat misfortune. You see,
Well.
not like most people think. Just some of them do. Not that you should ask for that specifically, but
No, of course.
it couldn't hurt, my boy, especially in the storms. You see.
No, absolutely. Yeah, no, absolutely.
All I'm hearing is she's one of the good ones.
Yes. Grandpa is trying his best. All right, he's not malicious per se. It's just from another time. All right.
Why don't we come back tomorrow, and I will just set up a little meet and greet. You could bring the rest of your crew, have a nice time.
All right.
The bucket's always good for it.
Excellent. Sounds good, Grandpa. Sounds absolutely fantastic. Let's do that. And then he'll look around. Now, I think it is indeed time for this mangy old establishment to hear the true tale of Captain Artemis Keen, the Fearsome Tide, and her new crew. If you will quite excuse me, as he will swing himself up on one of the tables. Blaha! Bring out the harp, and that is, slam the banner down behind him, and then entertainment. As he will perform for the tavern to tell the tale.
After a short while,
No.
Jack will stalk out of the room looking for Praxu.
Sure. But that guy who Jack robbed stalk after Jack.
Oh no, he says, well, good luck again.
Wow. Jack got outplayed, huh?
Rounds on me.
Wow. Oh, hey.
Aha!
Oh, look, Badger's here. And,
I was gonna say, Gabby will go to a fish park and be like, buddy, you'll never believe what someone just called a jinx or Tingo.
Call the Jinx Eater, call them people.
These Longshanks, it's unbelievable.
Shanks.
Delicious.
Yes, you begin telling the tale.
Yes.
The 24, which is okay.
Yeah, it's okay.
Not,
I'm
it's
pretty,
okay.
I'm pretty drunk and I'm pretty emotional. It's a bit wobbly.
People are having a good time. It's indeed a nice time. Give me a perception check.
All right. Perception check. Oops. Yes.
All right, and Grask. Also hidden, please.
Yes.
Not Gabby, though.
What?
What is Grask doing during all this?
I'm kind of just keeping an eye on things because it's often the time when spirits get high and that people can maybe eavesdrop a bit. So I'm just keeping an eye out. You never know.
Yeah. All right, as you do. You see that the people are listening to this tale and people are enjoying the tale. The barkeep is Washa here. The owner is trading. You see Gabby talking. You see this guy, hanging out with a couple of what look like Viking people who seem to wait on him. And yeah, a creepy guy in the corner, just sort of looking around. Making loud jokes in Wangi, and just general merriment. But that's someone who's paying particular attention to Artemis's tale. It's this person up here.
I see.
Just looking and sort of listening, standing, not really drinking anything, just sort of paying attention, enraptured, I would say.
Okay.
But certainly making no attempt to interfere. At one point, looking over and catching Grask's eye.
Oh.
Let me see.
Quickly making her way away. As if, caught. Looking at something he was not supposed to.
Right, Prex isn't here. Okay. Don't think I'm in the right, how should I say, set of skills to scope it out. But I will basically follow where she went and make sure she's not just around the corner. I'm not going to be stealthy about it. Grass is just going to look around the corner. Yeah, why not?
I don't know. You're more the Terminator than you are like anything else.
He's just going to make sure that
See
she's
nothing but an open window.
I look out.
There's some rooftops and busy streets.
Now that is not my expertise, and so Probably be better off keeping an eye on Artemis and following whoever that was. Whoever they're going to tell or whatever is not really much of a concern. At least the Grassgurt now. So he'll return. But he, as he passes Gabby here on the overeyes, he'd be like, "Psst, Gabby."
Hmm? Yeah?
It's a suspicious person spying on Artemis. Just, keep an eye out for any
Oh.
more of those people. He'll sit
Alright.
next to her. Sit a bit closer to Artemis, actually.
And so passes the night.
Yes. Artemis will, of course, invite old Henry to come visit the Fearsome Tide.
Oh, he will absolutely accept that.
Gladly show him around, and his captain's quarters, the trophies, all of these people. Everyone through meet him. It's gonna be great time. Just wait until you meet Praxi, but don't. Oh God, is that gonna be awkward? Yeah, well, it's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine. Henry is gonna be fine. Praxo isn't easily offended.
Oh my goodness, I can see again.
Perhaps you can all reconvene for the evening.
Just wait until Grandpa meets Tempest.
Yeah, an actual Jinx Eater.
My soul, it's a living seaweed.
Oh, it can talk. Like, oh god.
Oh my!
Oh no.
Does it understand me? Like pokes at Tempest. Good heavens!
Yeah, you can reconvene with your various projects to perhaps discuss your progress. But
yes.
Yeah, when Praxu next sees Artemis, he's gonna wordlessly toss the silk pouch containing 60 gold pieces at him.
Oh.
It's been great with the name Robin.
Artemis.
Not quite the 100 I lost, but close enough.
Yeah, Artemis looks over. I believe I saw you briefly stalk out of the mermaid's bucket. Is this from the person you followed, perhaps?
Do you want to know the answer?
Not particularly, as he will open the captain's chest and move the coin in.
Then I don't think it matters.
Oh, I'm happy to see that you enjoyed your night. And also, this is my grandfather, and the reason I'm here and even alive, old Henry Keen. Old Henry Keen, Master Praxu.
You must be Master Praxu.
I must be indeed.
Well, it's good to meet you. See, as he looks, Praxu, you don't seem like most.
Artemis sort of plaintively looks over to Praxu.
I love it
Praxu,
so much.
Perhaps
Praxu-
not a local, are you?
Praxu makes eye contact with Artemis for just a moment too long before he turns back. Says, "Oh, I could not be more local. Not from Port Peril, of course, but here, regardless."
He nods. Yes, not from Port Peril. Don't carry yourself as a local. He nods to himself.
Oh man.
Well, it's a pleasure to make your acquaintance. I can only imagine the things, based on the tales that you've done for Artemis, to keep him safe and to...
Jeez.
I've certainly always tried my best.
It is well appreciated. At least from this old soul.
Artemis, mentally it just wipes his forehead. Phew. All
Has he
right.
always been like this?
Yeah, well,
Traveling changes you, man.
And here comes, of course, Tempest, Widowmaker, the most fearsome killer on the tide.
Make of widows. I once thought that was a single-gendered term. But you could be widow whatever you are. Not keenly.
Blinks, kind of looks over like, yeah. Equal
Oh
opportunity murderer.
man, Grandpa. Ugh.
Typically,
I don't discriminate at all.
in the Bismarck faith, he says, you're only widowed if your spouse dies while married. If it's after non-renewal, then it doesn't count.
Oh,
To be honest, I haven't asked most of my victims' marital status, but you
No,
gotta have made at least a few.
I suppose that seems reasonable. I never liked thinking about that part myself.
That's why you don't think about it. Claps him on the back.
I like you. Do you have any? He sort of do you smoke?
Do I smoke? It looks as I mean, Tempest thinks about it for a second. He's like, I've never tried, but
So you seem like someone. You seem like a really good person to share a pipe with.
Well, I'm always down to try something new.
Yeah, maybe you'd give me some new perspective.
Artemis smiles again,
Wow.
somewhat stiffly, like, yes, good.
Oh man. Yeah, you know what? Why not?
I'd be keen. We'll go smoke some whatever he smokes with Tempest. If Tempest down for it. Guess.
Yeah, Tempest is like, this is a wild concept because primarily still used to being underwater, even though certainly lately has been above water more often than not. But it's like, wait, yeah, oh yeah, okay, right. If you could take the air in, smokes air. I mean, that's a new experience. There is a almost as Praxu said that like addictive personality to the elements. Smoke is a hard thing to say no to.
Yeah. And he's never really spoken to many of the sea folk. So he finds it interesting to share some stories and just
Oh, I'll ask him as well. Some old
listen to
stories
stories about what is Tempest stories like. He's a storyteller these days. He just likes sharing the lore. How does piracy work underwater? These questions.
Well, it is a lot harder to throw people up into the sky and watch them all fall down. That has been great fun since coming to the surface, I have to admit.
I can only imagine.
What do you call it again when things drop? It's incredible.
The fall usually comes after the rise.
Yes. Speaks to my heart.
Some people consider that a Bismarck holy rite, I'll say. After all, the greatest of captains rise. The greatest of captains rise. They gain notoriety, they gain plunder and fame, and then when they are at their highest, Bismarck plucks them for her own crew, like a ripe fruit from the vine.
It's
many other hurricane kings have died in storms, or been eaten by sea monsters, or some such.
Yeah, I'll swap some stories. I don't see why not. Happy to, and also I'll ask old Henry if he tell me about like past regattas. the fearsome tide. I mean, we're taking her on the next one. I'm sure you already know.
I mean, yes, I was told. Well, most of them, we don't have many participants because the Master of Gale Winds participates and just sort of wins before anyone else really makes it halfway through. So, but this year they say he's not going to.
Really? You don't say.
Yes, it means that the Hurricane King is expecting someone has convinced him to allow a new free captain. After all, if the Master of Gale wins every year, then there will be no new free captain.
No new free captains.
But this year, it seems there could be one. Zygolis looks over to Artemis.
Oh yes. I think Tempest will be more bold with Henry and just be explicit and ask, like, that's great. Yeah, I mean, a great new opportunity, but you never know who might try to replicate or copy the success of the past. What were those old races like against the Master of the Gale Winds? You ever seen him up close?
Well, I've seen him. Yes, I've seen him. Not been near him physically, but yes, he just reaches out his hands and he speaks to the elementals that fly around in the storms, and he coaxes them to do as he pleases. I think, because I don't really know all about the magic, but allegedly his soul is storms, and he just talks to it like a person, convinces it to do as he pleases.
Oh.
That said, to sail into the Eye of Abedego is, of course, madness. Something no one would ever do, unless they had to. There's a couple of points in there, typically. You would go into the storm, you would find a couple of atolls. You see, out in the sea, close to the Eye of Abedego, there's pillars. You've perhaps heard of the gallows spires, for example. Some of them. But there are smaller ones out near the southern part of the Eye of Abedego, and there used to be markers. You would sail, and the regatta brings you in close to them, and then out again. But while in there, you would be wreathed in lightning and storm water and rogue elementals and whatever else. It is a task of incredible danger. So, oftentimes, the winner has simply been the Master of the Gale Winds because he made it out. While many of the other crews and ships didn't.
Wow. Tempest's heart is, like, visibly racing.
I've never myself participated, but Gemma did it. Gemma completed it, of course.
This was after you'd left the crew?
Well, no, I just wasn't on it at the time. When so you'd bring different ones, and I was always, I suppose, always a bit of the to be protected. You see.
I'm
Wouldn't
sure
risk everyone on the same journey.
Oh no.
I never took it flatteringly, but perhaps I should. After all, it's what allowed me to raise Artemis to be the man he is now.
Yes. If there's anything, I've never met the woman, of course, but she seems like she could see past the horizon from everything I hear about her.
She had such a sense of clarity, like she understood how all things fit together, even though I couldn't really see it.
Oh, that must have been quite something to serve on that crew.
And you certainly were convinced you were doing the right thing, and that she had that everything led to something. There's a plan to it.
So, how long ago did Gemma, become free captain herself? If the Master of the Gale Winds was winning every competition, did she beat him, or?
Oh, they used to have them all the time.
Before?
He says he didn't participate at all back then. It was different.
Well, that's recent that he started joining, or relatively.
Well, yes, relatively speaking. The council became full enough, I think, and, well, it's just a way to ensure no one else wins.
So it would
After
seem.
all, he wins nothing, and they never actually assign a prize in the years he passes because they don't expect anyone else to be able to win, and he declines whatever it is anyway.
Tempest takes like a long drag on the pipeweed while thinking about that. Just doesn't have anything to say for a moment. 'Cause that is an interesting revelation, and so I guess just ends up being like, "That's crazy."
Sometimes, I think, when they announce a regatta as they're supposed to, and he signs up first, and no one else bothers. Frankly, why sail into the storm when you can't win anyway?
Mm-hmm.
Why risk everything for no gain?
Wow. I'd love to meet him one day. I also can't explain. There's, Tempest isn't bothering to hide their connection to elements these days anymore. Like the stories have spread. Like that game's over. So he's not going to try and hide that connection there. But it's even just your description of it, from what you could see, it resonated with me. I feel something similar. A calling, but not on that scale. That's something else.
Oh, he is quite something. A strange man, a strange force to behold. One of those who you look at, and I could only ever wonder what he was thinking or why he was doing what he was doing. It's not for glory, it's not for gain. Probably a Gosrin or some such. He shakes his head.
Yeah. Yeah, so does Tempest. Like that's just not right.
Well, he just doesn't understand them.
Take another drag, pass it back.
He'll certainly take a deep drag on it. Just ask some more about, like, what's Tempest's background? What are they doing here? How are they?
Yeah. I'll shoot the shit with old Henry. This is not an interaction that Tempest saw coming, but is very much enjoying it.
Artemis
can ask
will
Imogen questions at any time.
Artemis will pull Prax a little bit to the side towards the end of the evening, and he will say, "Slight apologies for my grandpa. He is old and has very peculiar feelings about many subjects. Yes. Apart from
believe
that,
he's part of the majority then.
Yes, I suppose so. Still, he has told me that there is another Tengu that might be interested in joining our crew. He's gonna set up a meeting for tomorrow in the Mermaid's Bucket. I would be quite pleased if you could join us for that. Would like your insight. You read people fairly well, and scratches his shin thoughtfully. There's something. Yeah, I don't know. Did Grask tell Artemis about the spy?
Told Gabby at least.
Yeah, I don't think so, because you're, having your big thing. But I think, like, if we return, I mean, Gabby would at least, or I'm sure Garask would also.
Yeah.
Yeah. In that case, then Artemis will relay that there was someone seemingly.
A woman seemed very interested in Artemis.
Yeah, seemingly observing or spying when they were in the bucket. And if there are, assassins prowling around, it's a good thing to inform Praxi of that. This is sort of a counter wet works unit if needed.
Well, first of all, I'll happily join you for your talk with that potential recruit, as long as you don't expect me to connect to the secret Tengu hive mind to influence him.
I was gonna say.
Artemis frowns.
As soon as that was, as you were like, "Could you join me?" I was like, "Oh boy."
You people.
Yeah, you really have a good understanding for,
Henry's
Tengu.
bringing out the worst of him.
As for the other thing, we're certainly worthy of attention from all kinds of places these days. I'm not surprised that there are people spying on us. In fact, that is the only one you've noticed so far. I'd be worried about the ones you didn't.
I suppose. I think the manner of egress, what was the thing that I reacted on. Fleeing through a window over rooftops seems a bit, extreme. She could just have walked out the door.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes it's about style.
Artemis nods. Yes, that is very true. That's very true.
But yes, I'll keep an eye out. It is impossible to tell who, if any, that person may be associated with. Doesn't necessarily have to be an enemy. Might just be a third party who's interested. Might even be someone potentially scoping us out to make contact.
Nods. There's so many third parties. We need a corkboard or something.
If only Grask hadn't felt like they were slightly familiar. They've seen them somewhere before, but couldn't really make
I was
out
gonna
where.
say, I wondered if it wasn't our old Scarlet Lady, but / assassin lady.
Oh.
Maybe.
But that's me as a player.
We never found her body, so it didn't look
No,
particularly.
she left.
Yeah, she
she
escaped jail
Yeah,
and
she
left.
fled.
Oh yeah.
And then we only followed up like weeks later.
We had other
No,
things.
actually, we didn't even
Months.
follow up yet. We're still on like the quest.
Yeah.
We briefly looked in Gwent, and then there was.
Yeah. Well.
Go and do these two other things first.
Oh, it's fine.
We gotta get back to Gwent.
We have much to do outside of Blood Cove, but Port Peril. But yeah, still there's still things we need to do here in town.
Mhm.
Bunch of days here still, I think. But yeah.
I also love the idea that it's like, yes, some lady with an eye patch, and it's like in Port Peril. Like, yeah, well that doesn't really help.
It was just a manner of how she escaped.
No, yeah, we're just saying, like, if you had to try and, like, be like, oh, well, we've seen someone with an eye patch before. It's like, well, Port Peril is like, if every fucking fifth person has an eye patch.
Yeah.
Yeah, you want to look for the ones who don't have eye
impossible to track them
patches.
down. Yeah, it was a lady, and I think she had an eye patch. So I look around the town, and you're like, ah, fuck.
Yeah, except for Gabby, who is probably the most maimed, with scars and whatnot. Like everyone else, we haven't lost really. Very few limbs have been cut off so far. We're suspiciously whole.
I
as
cut my
pirates.
own one off.
Yeah, exactly. It was self-inflicted for the greater good. So
I mean, if anyone needs some help, I mean, that's.
Like a limp? No, thanks.
I know. I know to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I think it's definitely her. Whatever her name was. possibly remember.
While we're sort of treading water here, could I make a survival check for the weather? Just keep an eye out over the next like week or so. If we get like a strong western wind, it might be a good like deadline to have in
Hopefully, we're
mind.
not here for a week.
We
We
might
could
be.
do a weather
Yeah, I'm
roll.
just saying, like, what's what's the forecast? Because Quent is quite a ways west, pretty directly. Survival. There you go. +2 on that.
Yeah, you believe tomorrow will have no wind at all. And you can't really tell what's coming next. Either a lot of wind or more of none.
Okay.
Could be anything.
I
The second time ever I get to use my crew ability, and we're on shore.
so we need I need 2 days for selling plunder, and then
Okay.
I would like we need a meeting with our second Tengu recruit potentially, and then I would like to, while we're here, increase our infamy a bit because it's a new port. So we should do that, and that can take up to 5 days depending on what I roll, but hopefully it will go quicker.
Crank those out.
Yep. So that's next several days for Artemis will be
Well,
downtime activities,
I guess
unless
I'll
someone can step up and
maybe
help. But I don't think
get
anyone has the
to
skills.
I have +13 to intimidation. That's really my talking skill.
Yep.
But compared to you, that's nothing.
Yeah. It does work for increasing infamy and disrepute, though. You can use
Yeah.
intimidate for it.
Yeah, I can throw a +12 deception. That's about it.
Yeah.
My plan is still to maybe see if some pistols can be acquired, and then I need to talk Manakai into allowing me to craft a sawtooth saber pistol combination weapon.
Yes. Yes. A
And a
gunblade.
knuckle duster.
Yes,
Forget me.
There-
Oh my god.
Paper gun.
a saber gun. Yes. I mean, there's everything. Like there's gun swords and hammer guns
yeah.
and
There's also goblin weapons with guns, actually.
oh yes, there is a explosive dog slicer, which
Yes,
is a dog
I
slicer
know.
with a shotgun.
Pretty good.
Well, it's not, but it's great. No, it does
I mean,
feel.
Malachi, you are allowed to say no to my suggestions, but also, I mean, come on, right?
Yeah, on one hand, there's the game, and on the other hand, but yeah, we'll you'd have to show me what you were thinking, and then we
All right.
take it from there. But I think for now, we got things to do in Port Peril still, but maybe even a little bit of action. But I think for now we'll stop here and wait with the rest until Grask or rather Valky is back
Yes.
to
Next week.
to play.
That's good.
Yeah, hope everyone had a good session.
All right. Yeah.
Learned a few things, got some questions answered that led to more questions perhaps, but what good are questions if they don't lead to further conversation? And yeah,
Yeah, it was good.
All right then.
Itching to get back out on the seas.
Yeah. Hopefully we can just slam through some of the downtime activities that we need to do next time and get back to it. We need to go back to Quent. We need to deliver the wasp. We need to look into more
And
chillaxing
get
stuff.
the information,
Yeah.
that we actually needed.
Yeah. All of that stuff needs to be picked up next time.
And we need to talk
Yeah.
more to Artemis' incredible racist uncle.
He is old Henry.
He's old. It's how it is.
He's not mean. He just doesn't know any better.
Yeah.
He arranged the kidnapping of his own, his own nephew. But that was just pretty good, So happened to sign up him with the most terrible of crews possible, but
Do we remember what this red X was on the map? Not the second one, the undead crazy place. The first one that was in the channel between Quent and Port Peril.
Yes, it was the dragon was there, I think, or it was the big volcanic geyser.
it was also one of those,
So
like,
we-
there's a lot of pirates around here that will just take your stuff, wasn't that a thing?
Oh, so we just literally can't go through that passage then.
We
have to
can
go around
now.
it again.
But I mean, I can't remember.
I mean, letter mark
we,
might help with the
I
pirates,
think
but
we went there like last time by mistake, and that's when, like, because we didn't know and we sailed there and like we lost, like, you know, twice we had to dive down and grab people from falling off and like
that was
had
there.
to
I feel like we
combat
didn't
those
even
giant
go through the
eels
passage.
and
That was in that spot. I thought we like just straight up
think
hadn't
so.
even gone there.
I
think
don't.
we
I don't.
sailed there.
You can go there. It's fine. It's just that the dragon ships sometimes fight dragons there.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, there's-
Since you
so now
Bay
that we
here have a battle with the dragons, so
Oh, it's fine.
chance of
Gotcha.
meeting things in that pass. But yeah,
We'll sail around it if we can. We'll see how the winds go. But yeah, we're going to be here a couple of days, maybe 5 to 7 days more, and then we'll sail to Quent.
It is quite the trip.
That
If we go around.
sheep is exactly what we need.
Yeah, that's. I almost said base game. That's in Guns and Gears. That's
Yeah,
like a sword rifle or something.
yeah.
Unfortunately, there's
pretty
no
cool.
picture for the like
Piercing
gun
it.
sword or the dagger.
Yeah, I was
pistol,
gonna
but-
say I can see how it would work when you slice. No stabbing with this.
Oh, you
It's
slice
gonna
and you
be-
pull the trigger, and then it cuts and then
Yeah,
explodes.
just like, you know, there's not gonna be a stabbing.
Well, I mean, let me see. Like you
Or
want
stabbing.
something like this.
I'm mostly angling for the Sawtooth Saber homebrew because I don't want to lose the aesthetic.
Of course.
That's the only reason. Not because it's good, like mechanically. Like the traits on those are actually mediocre at best.
Well, I guess I will head off to bed then. Thank you for session. Thanks people for watching the stream. We will be back tomorrow morning with the Cute Cuddle Bears Mech Warrior 5 modded playthrough. Where we're out of the comfy snuggly blanket of DLC and now into the cold reality of space again. So come in and watch us suffer. It'll be fun.